Who's ready to get their pies busted open? Because it is the Horror and Gore Horror Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Big Goobs. And of course, I am always joined by my friends and co-hosts, Dakota and Dylan. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. I think we just shook Dylan.
Yeah, I'm doing good too, dude. Holy shit.
Awesome. Good to see you guys. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, you see another handsome gentleman has joined us once again, Mr. Ian VanGhoul. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. I want to know what flavor pie you guys are.
If I was to choose
I'm pumpkin pie.
I am a banana cream pie.
Ooh. Okay.
Would be.
Dakota, what are you? I want to know.
Apple pie.
You would be.
Yeah.
No. It's because of the story. It's because it was an apple pie.
Like warm apple pie. I'm Boston cream all the way. So.
Fuck yeah. Oh, man.
Continue.
We're going to jump right into it. For anybody who doesn't know,
I'm going to pivot real quick from the apple pie. Blueberry cream.
There's a blueberry cream?
Yeah, you didn't know that McDonald's has blueberry cream.
My McDonald's doesn't have crap but apple and strawberries and cream. Blueberries and cream too. But speaking of pivots, obviously this episode has started off on a wild start. So we were going to do Dario Argento, but some things have happened. So we're going to pivot away from that episode. So if you are looking forward to a Dario Argento episode, stay tuned because we are going to have that at a later time when things actually go to plan. And we are just going to have a brand new topic that we'll jump into in a little bit, but let's just jump into what we watched this week. Ian, as the guest of honor.
Oh,
get in.
I watched a lot, but I'll just highlight a few. So I watched a new indie film called The Town That Takes. And I'll be honest, I can look past a lot when it comes to indie films, like the acting, the quality, the effects to some degree. But there's never an excuse for terrible editing. And this is a Wendigo film, which is awesome. Like, we need more Wendigo films. I love this story. Like, it had a lot of potential. But the actors had zero chemistry together, and the editing did not help at all. And it's completely ruined the movie. So I just could not get into it.
Oh, that's a
like,
bummer.
there's just, like I said, like, there's editing is one of those things that doesn't cost anything. So there's no excuse for bad editing.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how people can like finish a movie, watch it, look at it, and be like, yep, that's it. Because that was not it.
Dang.
On a more positive note, Evil Dead Burn came out last week. I fucking love it. It's a direct sequel to Evil Dead Rise. Brings the aggression, despair, and savagery of French extremity into the Evil Dead world. Great characters. There's my new favorite survival girl in Alice. I thought she was fantastic. Great story that tackles domestic violence, like physical, verbal, and mental. It's brutal and unrelenting, and it is brought down a bit by its CGI in the third act and finale, but it was still a solid movie, and it's another great addition to the Evil Dead franchise and lore, in my opinion. Pinocchio Unstrung, solid, surprisingly heartfelt story. Richard Brake fucking kills it. It's probably his most kind of like diverse role in one movie. Like, it shows off his range.
Yeah.
But it's brutal, it's gory, it's bloody. It's still not to the extent that I was kind of led to believe it would be over the past 2 years. So the kind of intentional kills of the movie go really hard. But there's quite a few that are the kind of quote unquote final destination kills that just felt completely out of place and silly in the context of the story and the movie. I was hoping it would be my favorite in the Pooniverse, but although it is really good, it didn't come anywhere close to Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare for me. So that was a bit disappointing, but it's still solid. Another terrible one. After 20 years of wondering why this one was labeled as terrible, I finally watched Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So it's a direct sequel to the original. It's from the original director. He came back to write and direct this. And I was expecting the kind of 80s horror campiness. Just like, I've heard it's terrible, but I was expecting it kind of in that regard. But no, it's comparable to like the American Pie spin-off movies that were just horrendous. It's that of Sleepaway Camp. The only positive in the entire movie is the fact that Isaac Hayes plays the chef at the camp.
No shit.
Yeah. And he's the only good performance in that movie. But I got a kick out of that he was literally playing chef.
That's great.
R.I.P. Isaac Hayes.
R.I.P.
But yeah, it doesn't happen often, but it was one that I honestly immediately regretted watching after it was over. And to end on a positive note, I covered it before, but I rewatched it trying to get more buzz about it. But Housewife, it's a 4-minute horror short, also serves as a proof of concept for a full-length feature that they want to do. But it's very well done. It's tense, mysterious, it's bloody. It's based on artwork by Miranda Parkin, who's a fantastic artist. But it's like a 1950s housewife, has a dollhouse for a head, and she doesn't play by the traditional roles.
Yeah.
But Greta Guthrie and Jake Lazaro wrote and directed this, brought it to life based on Miranda's artwork. And, in a time where we're getting like internet cryptids and kind of viral sensations brought to the big screen, like there's no better time than now for Housewife to get that same treatment. But you can check that out on the Deformed Lunchbox YouTube channel. So definitely recommend it.
Housewife fucking rips, and I will definitely go with Ian on that one.
Yeah.
Check it out. It is amazing.
Yeah. That thing's creepy as shit.
Right.
It's one of my favorite horror shorts, to be honest. It's so good.
And there's so much you could do with it. I right as I turned it off, I was like, I need about another 100 minutes of this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Dakota, you want to?
Yeah, I can go next. So I'm going to start off with a horror short. Shout out to Ian and Crystal for the House of Ghouls episode last week. And I watched one of the short films that Ian has mentioned. And it is from Sam Fox. It is fucking nuts. That is crazy.
Hell yes.
It's good, though. I do like it a lot. It has some comedy, it has some weirdness, it has some. It's like a favorite string kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually really good. Dylan and Goops, have you checked it out yet?
No.
Definitely go check it out. I think it's like 10 to 13 minutes long. But
yeah, not very long.
It's a good 10 to 13 minutes. Yeah. Then, of course, I did watch some Argento. Though this week I finally watched Suspiria and Phenomena. Going to keep my thoughts to myself now. Won't hold them until we do the episode later on. But the biggest watch this week is The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's new movie. And everyone needs to believe the hype on this. I love this movie so much. It's my favorite movie of the year. It dethroned Obsession as my favorite movie of the year. Hot take. I love The Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. And I love Oppenheimer. It's way better than Oppenheimer. I think it's better than The Dark Knight. It's my favorite Nolan so far. It's the difference between, and Goops, I want to see this from you because Colby Kine mentioned this in his review. Oppenheimer had, for the whole movie, it was like build up to the atomic bomb scene for that movie. But this one, it kind of felt like what Colby was saying, like little parts of it was like build up and it happened and it went straight to the next one. And it was like over and over that kept you entertained the whole entire time. And then like drag the movie out to like make you like want to sit there and like kind of like a snooze fest. It kept you entertained. And I need Christopher Nolan to make a horror movie next, because I'm going to just say the Cyclops. And once they meet, I forgot the character's name in it. Cersei. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, Cersei.
Yeah.
After watching those two parts in that movie, I do need absolute pure horror movie out of Christopher Nolan. Original. I don't want franchise stuff out of him, especially once I've seen that.
Yeah.
Great performances all around. All great performances. If I had to pick my least favorite out of them, it probably is Tom Holland. But I think this is his first role outside of Spider-Man and Uncharted. But besides that, great movie all around. And Pattinson is great.
He's such a dick.
He actually is, though, in this movie.
He was so good. Yeah. No, for a 2 hour and 50-minute movie, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't drag like you would think it would. And I saw it at 11 o'clock after working 12 hours and watching Evil Dead Burn prior to it. So I was beat, and I fucking was locked in the entire time. So,
and especially for Dad, like he like falls asleep through movies. He stayed awake the whole 2 hours and 52 minutes because he was that like locked in. Like he loves Gladiator too. And once Mom told him, because he didn't know about anything about the Odyssey before going in, and she's like, "This is kind of like that Gladiator type that." Back in time, the fight and everything. He's like, okay, I might like this, and he stayed awake for the whole entire movie. So I know he's got actually like if he stays awake for the whole entire thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Dylan.
So I'm gonna start off with some shorts. I only watched 2 shorts this week. I watched Housewife, amazing short, just like Ian said. Definitely go watch it. It's just awesome. And then the next one I rewatched Dead Grandma.
God.
Just because I had to. And it's fucking brutal, dude. The like realization at the end is crazy, and I just had to watch it again. I forget where you can find that one, but just type in Dead Grandma on YouTube and you'll probably find it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna go into, because I watch a lot of shows during the week too. The 2 I'm watching right now, well, one just ended. It's Interview with the Vampire Lestat. That just ended today, actually. Beautiful ending. The entire show is beautiful, especially if you like queer horror. It's about abuse, grooming. It's Anne Rice, Interview with the Vampire. Amazing ass show. They need Emmys right now. Watched Game of Thrones. That show is, I like House of the Dragons, but it's kind of slow. It's one of those shows that like gets really exciting and then it just peters out for a little bit. And then Silo, it's about these people that live underground in a silo. They're trying to survive. There's like 10,000 of them. A lot of shit happens to them. Really good show on Apple TV. And then I watched some Argento. I watched 2 this week, but I didn't log my other Letterboxd. I know I watched Phenomenon. It's okay. The soundtrack is awesome, but I'll get into the rest when we do our Argento episode. And then I watched some Fantasia Fest movies. I'm not going to go into them, but I'll say Nightborn and Colony. And that was all I watched this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned this because it's been a couple weeks since I've been on because I've been dealing with some stuff. So I missed last week, but I finally watched Hail Mare.
Yes.
About a week, actually 2 weeks ago. Victor Gabriel needs that bag to make a movie with a budget. Like that dude has creativeness coming out of his eyeballs. It's so good. It blew me away every step of the way. I texted Ian right after I was done with it. And I was just like, holy shit, man. And I messaged him. I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? How did you do this with nothing? But absolutely incredible. And then I did watch The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 because we were planning on doing the Burn episode. Rewatch those. Maybe have an unpopular opinion, but those early ones don't hit for me. Like they're goofy, they're B-rated, they're cheesy, but I think it's just, I don't know. They're good for what they are, but I don't know if they're my style or not, if that makes any sense. Hopefully we still have listeners after me saying that.
No, I agree. The first Evil Dead is kind of just there. It did have some really cool effects and stuff, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, like I even said, like, I respect the shit out of what Sam Raimi did at such a young age with such a liminal budget and accessibility and everything like that. It's incredible. And for what it started out to where it's at now, it still is one of the most consistent franchises out there. There's not a bad movie in there. Even though I rip on Rise, it's not my favorite. It's not a bad movie. It has, I think, the best intro or opening title scene in there, you know. So I think just that particular franchise in general is great. I finally did watch Evil Dead Burn, which talked about it a little bit. I think just off of the first few trailers, I was really hyped on it. And I think it was just me trying to put it up there with like 2013 and everything like that. And it just kind of fell a little short. But it's not a knock on the movie itself. It's just my own expectations. That's why I try not to watch trailers, because I end up setting myself up for those type of feelings. But I enjoyed it. Brutal as shit. But from now on, whatever Sebastian Vanacek's name's on, just sign me up for it, because I will be right there. And just, I told Ian, I was like, some of the stuff I was going, are we doing this intentional? Like, do we have to do this much violence right now? Like, because it was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
But I think Ian hit it right on the head. That's like it is a French extremity horror movie because of just the brutality. And then I did like how they brought in the domestic violence situation within it. I wasn't expecting it by any means. That's why when I said in my little quick thing, it was more of a family drama type core story with Evil Dead around it and a shit ton of blood and violence. So definitely
since you watched it, can I interject real quick? Since like everybody's watched it, what do you guys think about Sebastian directing like a zombie movie, like a Resident Evil or something? Because I feel like he has the chops for it after seeing Burn. He can make it fucking brutal, but I don't know.
Well, hands down, I think he could do it. I mean, if we want to, he made somewhat of an undead type movie already with Burn. You know what I mean? If he went full blown zombie, I think he would kill it.
Because like them running on like the roof, I was like, that's like Resident Evil shit right there.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah.
If he can get away from the CGI, I think that's the only thing that's really holding it back.
Yeah.
Because I liked Infested, but I really liked the first half, and then it has like this weird tonal shift that becomes like kind of campy and silly that I didn't like. Which I was worried about Evil Dead Burn with after seeing that. But Evil Dead Burn stayed consistently just fucked up the whole time, which I'm all about. But it did have that kind of shift in the third act finale of the weird CGI. So, but I think as far as like his abilities and his talent, like 100%, he could totally knock out a fucking killer zombie movie.
Yeah, I think so too. And then I did watch Argento as well. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Inferno. Also, I don't know how to pronounce it. Trimbre.
Yeah,
it's part of the Mother Guild trilogy or whatever it's called. And then Deep Red I watched as well. all good. We'll get into that. But then I also watched The Odyssey, and yeah, it's a Christopher Nolan epic. The first Christopher Nolan movie I went and saw in theaters since Interstellar, which that was 2014, and this one just surpassed every expectation. And I will say, I think Tom Holland did well, but he is the weakest if I was gonna, say it. But Matt Damon and John Leguizamo carried that shit. That John Leguizamo is fucking amazing in that role.
That's what I heard.
Goobs, do you know who I was scared of that was not going to do a great job, but he actually done better than I thought he was going to?
Oh.
And that's Benny Safdie.
Oh yeah, he was the fucking big.
Yes.
That motherfucker's huge in that movie. I don't know if they probably did some camera tricks, but god damn.
I looked at his height. He's only 6'1". So
Dude,
I'm like, it's a whole costume and stuff.
They made him look like 7'12" in that movie. Like, dude, the way that he like towers over Matt Damon is fucking nuts. And that, like, how they did the camera tricks. And I will say that this is, I think, Christopher Nolan's best made film, because just the practicality of it, all wooden ships, all practical set pieces, you know what I mean? Just real fire, real explosions, like everything. It was the amount of things you can do with movies is just incredible. And this was everything that movies should be. I loved it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was. And then Dakota has some physical medias.
Show it off. Show us the girl.
Hold up, pause. No. I got some movies. So, first up, Barnes & Noble has their Criterion sale right now. It ends this coming Sunday. But I decided to go out Barnes & Noble. I got two pickups. First up, I got the Blu-ray for William freaking Sorcerer. Really want to see this. Me and Ian have been talking about this for the past couple of nights when we were playing Fortnite. And Ian and I did pick it up. And I got it on 4K.
Hell yeah.
I got Gummo on 4K.
Gummo.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yes. So I went in there to get it, and I only could find the Blu-ray. They're hiding all the damn 4Ks right behind the shelf where you actually have to get an employee to get them.
Of course they are.
And it's hard to find an employee in that store also. But for my last thing, which I'm going to say this. I think we have never, probably like back in like early 2000s, 90s, and 80s. But like right now, in the day of like film, we have never had a really big release in theaters line up with a really big home release like we have had this week. And that's with a 4K of Obsession. I finally got it. But like, for example, like everyone is going out to get this scene right now. But then, right, also in theaters, like what we're saying, it's one of the biggest like movies right now of the year, releasing at this exact same time. I haven't seen that probably in a while, at least as I know of like being alive so far. I have not seen that. I know you guys probably have, especially like with like video stores and stuff, seeing that versus like theater releases, because like the day of streaming now, it's like anything could be put on a streamer and you won't know about it. But theaters, like, that's where the big movies go.
Hell yeah. Nice pickups.
Good shit, dude. Have you watched Obsession yet? Like on the,
No, I
the
haven't.
4K?
No, I haven't. I just literally picked it up today. But yeah, I do have a bone to pick with Walmart real quick. So I went there. I looked at the new releases. Nothing's out. No tags are up or anything. And I'm looking at the website. It literally says it's in the location, the exact location. I had to ask somebody. They're keeping them in the fucking drawer already sealed. I think because I have been noticing this recently for this movie. A lot of people are buying like 5 copies at a time and selling them on eBay and skyrocketing the price on them so people can buy it.
It's actually crazy because they're just going to keep printing them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Not one of those that's going to go out of print for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No. I think Brandy's watching that outside. I think I hear it in the fucking living room because they put it on Peacock now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, nice. We're gonna jump into some news here. Some trailers that came out: The Whisper Man, Sundown, and Hellcat. The only one I know anything about is Hellcat. So, I haven't watched the trailer, but I know what it's about. I don't know what The Whisper Man or Sundown is at all, but
Whisper
looked
Man
it
is
up.
the new one on Netflix. That's the one that me and you talked about, Dylan, with Robert De Niro
Yeah.
and I forgot who else was it. Adam Scott.
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm like staying away from trailers right now a lot of the times. Besides what we're going to talk about later, that's the only thing I'm going to watch now
Yeah.
for trailers. But Hellcat, I think Ian, you watched that sometime last year, didn't you?
I did.
Did you like
Yeah.
it?
I did. Yeah, I saw it last year for one of the fests. I remember it being solid when I watched it, but I honestly completely forgot that I watched it. So, take that for what it means.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of those that's cool in the moment, and then it's not memorable, to be honest. At least it wasn't to me. But I mean, it's solid.
Yeah.
The Whisper Man and Sundown, I hadn't seen those trailers, so I looked them up. Whisper Man is giving me Bye Bye Man vibes, which Bye Bye Man's fucking terrible.
God.
But it does have a great cast. But yeah, so it's kind of 50-50 on how it's going to be. It is a Netflix movie, so again, it could go either way.
Yeah.
Sundown, it's a found footage movie, and there's a lot of action in the trailer, which worries me with a found footage film. Has like heavy The Visit vibes, and mixed with The Taking of Deborah Logan.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So
Scary old people.
yeah, I feel like it's a trailer that's intriguing, but again, the movie, I'm not holding my breath that it's going to be like anything great.
Yeah.
Just on that basis. But I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah. Nice. I guess we can. I'll get some unfortunate, sad news. Sam Neill passed away at 78. And yeah, I know a lot of people, at least in our friend group, went to in the Mouth of Madness and Possession and Event Horizon, but I went to Jurassic Park as always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll always have that scene in my brain from as a kid when he gets up out of the Jeep and looks over and it pans and he, takes his glasses off and he's looking at what he's looking at, but you don't know. And then of course it pans over and you just see the Brontosaurus and everything like that. Like just his facial expression within that scene just made that whole fucking thing. And just, I haven't seen In the Mouth of Madness or Possession. Don't take my card.
In the Mouth of Madness is awesome.
It's
so yeah, I have seen Event Horizon. I do need a rewatch of it. But yeah, he was a big impact on my childhood as a Jurassic Park fan. So sucks.
He's one of those actors that like probably touched everyone at some point. Just because Jurassic Park alone, everyone knows that movie.
Mhm.
Everyone has seen him. So it was really sad. Me and my wife, honestly, we were going through TikTok and they were doing edits and of Jurassic Park and stuff when we were just sitting there bawling because he has been in our lives for so many years since I was a child. So he's gonna be missed for sure.
Yeah, I know. You all watched Jurassic Park like first. I didn't watch Jurassic Park till last year, the first one. But I grew up on Jurassic Park 3. So,
Okay.
of course, he's Dr. Grant in that. So, always watched Sam Neill. It was really sad. Me and Dylan got done recording last Sunday, and we got off for about 20 minutes. And I opened up Instagram, just scrolling, and I see the post, and I'm like, it's gotta be fake. You always get that first reaction, it's like it's gotta be fake. But then I started looking up and seeing it, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, it's real. So I called up Goobs, talked to him for a little while, started texting everybody. Ian's reaction, it made me more sad once I woke up in the morning.
Yeah, I'm at work. I get a text from Dakota at like 2 a.m. Have you heard about Sam Neill? And I'm like, no, I'm at work. Like, don't tell me he died. And I immediately looked it up, and he died.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it.
But In the Mouth of Madness, Goobs, you gotta watch that.
All right, I'll watch it this week.
I think
That's my favorite performance of his.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's the 90s episode that we done when we got Ian and Colby on. I remember Ian talking about it. So one night I saw it on AMC Plus. I'm like, okay, go hit it. Watched it. I'm like, this movie's really damn good.
Yeah.
He was in so many good things. Like, he was fucking Damien in The Omen 3.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he was in the horror genre for a long time.
yeah.
He's like an OG, like Scream King or whatever you want to call it. Like he is. Whenever I think of stuff like that, I'm like fucking Sam Neill, dude.
Yeah.
And he's also going, it seems like he's got some upcoming projects. Like he's in the Fox, that new weird, like, talking Fox movie that's running through Fantasia right now. Then he's going to be in Godzilla X Kong Supernova. That's going to be his last performance.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, R.I.P. What you got
Very
next?
sad.
Skip the next one, go to the one after.
Yeah, let's go. Cartoon Cat movie adaptation in development. I don't know what Cartoon Cat is, but it looks like it's kind of like all this kind of like Backrooms, Siren Head, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
The guy who
I
made
like
Siren Head
Backrooms.
also made Cartoon Cat.
damn, they just make
Holy
everything
shit, that thing's
now.
scary as fuck.
Mhm.
Saw
Yeah, let
that
me
too.
see.
Like,
I
ugh.
just Googled it. I have a fucking black cat and a tuxedo cat. What the hell?
Goops, that's what they were doing in your room.
I'm here for
They're
all
trying to
the
sell it.
Right? Holy shit. If you guys don't know what this is, because I didn't know what this was until literally just now, the raw reaction, that's terrifying as shit. And I have
I'll
3
put it up.
cats, and now I am gonna have to have
Bam.
a side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like I'm stoked for
Dude.
Siren Head. I can't wait for this. Like I'm here for all
Yeah.
the internet cryptids. Like as long as they're good.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for a legit Slender Man movie. I don't know
Yeah, dude, holy
why and
shit.
how we haven't gotten one yet, but
Yeah.
Are you excited for the SCP VHS movie?
yes, I'm excited for it. I mean, I love VHS, but like we're so deep into it now of like I want to be super excited, but it's also VHS, so it could also disappoint. So that's the only thing that's kind of holding back my excitement. But I mean, I love the subject matter, so we'll see.
Yeah. Dylan, what we got next?
Garrett Waring and Amanda Fix have been casted as young Ed and Lorraine Warren in The Conjuring First Communion. Me personally, I'm fucking tired of these movies. I'm over it.
100%.
We don't need them, but I know people love them, so there you go.
I will throw myself under the bus here with these type of movies like The Conjuring and Insidious and stuff. I don't know what it is, but the closer that Insidious Out of the Further, or whatever it's called, Insidious 6, I'm excited for that movie. I don't know what it is. I watched that trailer in front of whatever movie it was, and I was like, that looks actually pretty fucking solid. I don't know why. I'm sure it's not going to be, but I'm actually kind of excited for that, even though we don't need it and nobody asked for it. But for some reason, I'm excited for it. But not the Conjuring one. I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, my wife loves them. Like, I like the Insidious movies too, but the Conjuring, they never like clicked that much with me. I'd like to have another like Sinister. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
The first
Sinister was dope.
Yeah, the first two Conjurings were great.
Yeah, that's
three
where
and
I'm at.
four. 3 and 4 were.
They like.
Speaking. Oh, what were you
Go
going
ahead.
to say?
I was just gonna say, like, they just need to stop. Like, I don't mean stop on The Conjuring per se, but they need to stop with the fucking Warren bullshit.
Dude.
Because if they continued The Conjuring and had just like new fictional characters that were mediums, whatever, then I like fine, keep it going. I don't give a shit. Like, I'll either watch it or I won't. But the fact that they're still in this fucking Warren world, still praising these people that were complete fucking tool bag, like rip-off scumbags, like, how, like I don't get it. Like, we're in this day and age of like calling everyone out of this like cancel culture shit, and we're still getting movies with Ed Warren as a character who is a straight up fucking pedophile.
Yeah, big time.
Like, how are we doing this? So like, yeah, just the fact that this is still continuing and they're now recasting as younger characters, like, no, it needs to fucking go away.
Yeah, they're just straight fucking charlatans, and people in like the spiritual world and stuff, they know it, but they still celebrate them for some fucking reason because that goddamn doll, that's just, it's bullshit.
They've never once proven anything.
No.
Yeah.
Like, but no one has called them out on anything. They just wrote a bunch of books, fucking took a bunch of money, didn't prove shit. But I digress.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this real quick. I got two things. One, as a franchise lover of many franchises, I do agree with y'all. The Conjuring actually does need to stop. I think 4 is not bad, but it's like it's the final chapter. You kind of do need to move on. And besides some of the spinoffs, a lot of the spinoffs are terrible. So just let it die. Plus, speaking of Sinister, there's a rumor that VanGhoul will show up in the Insidious 6.
Nice.
And they're going to probably do this crossover universe that they wanted to do with Sinister and Insidious now.
That's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm just
like, why?
We'll see.
Why? Like, just make another Sinister movie.
Then they're gonna put like Paranormal Activity times The Conjuring in together, and
Just
like
gonna cross
just
over everything.
crazy shit. I mean, there's already cults in Paranormal Activity, so why not?
Yeah. Like, I don't get it. Why? Why? Whatever.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Who's grabbing the next one?
The next one is, this is cool. Train to Busan will be re-releasing in theaters August 14th for its 10-year anniversary. So if you're ready to cry, August 14th is your day. Dude, real quick, speaking of Train to Busan, remember that Breaking Benjamin trend that was going on for a while with the
one that you did?
Dude, I did it. I don't know if I ever told you. Their main account, their verified TikTok account, commented on my fucking video. And it blew my mind. Cool. It's funny. I made that video just off a whim, and that's like my highest TikTok ever. And I'm like, I just need to do shit like that.
Dude, I'm telling you, do dumb shit and people will love it.
Yeah. But no, that movie forever wrecks me. It has some of the dopest like action shots, and then it has the most saddest moment. Ugh. But I'm gonna go watch it in theaters because I never got to.
I was about to say,
That'll be nice.
I never got to see it. I haven't seen it all, so I could finally see it in the theater, the place where it's meant to be seen.
Yeah. And then I think 2 weeks after that, Colony comes out in theater also, which is going to be, which is his movie. Ooh, IMAX is going to be so good.
Dude,
Yes.
Yeah. If you like Train to Busan, be ready for Colony because shit.
Shit. I want to talk about it so fucking bad, dude. I can't.
Up next, Kid Robot is bringing a series of horror icon plush dolls to Target stores this summer. So, don't have no clue what this company is, by the way. But
Kid Robot
rips.
Oh, these are sick. I didn't look up the horror ones, but they have Itchy and Scratchy right. Oh, it's on blurred. Fuck. Yeah. They have Itchy and Scratchy like keychains and shit. That's cool.
Kid Robot's been in the game a long time, and they're fucking legit. I looked these up though. Fucking Art and Pennywise are hella cute, and Michael has me fucking dying because he looks like Blade from Puppet Master, but with like a fucking blowback hairstyle. Like it's a whole vibe.
Oh, they also have the little freaking that's hilarious.
But I love Art because he's got like the big cute eyes.
That's cool. They're the little card clinger things too. They have
here's Pennywise.
This place is this another place I'll spend my money at. God damn it.
Yeah, they've been around for like years and years, like Hot Topic early millennial days.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. These do look pretty cute though.
I
still want that goddamn Spirit Halloween Art the Clown bear though. That thing looks so cute. Oh my god.
With the teddy bears.
$50 is yeah. I was like, you could take off the mask and put it on your cat.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, Dylan, you got the next one, or is it good?
Yeah. I'll just take it because I want to talk shit because I'm tired of this actor.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney will star in Hollow and will play Katrina Von Tassel. I am tired of seeing Sydney Sweeney and stuff.
100%.
Especially like a Sleepy Hollow reboot remake. I don't get it, dude. I don't.
No. I'm right there with you.
Agreed. I don't mind her as an actress. Like I really liked what was that fucking Earth one she was in? Yeah, Immaculate.
Oh.
Like I really dug that. But I didn't know who the fuck she was when I saw it. And she's one that like I don't think she has a big enough acting career that like her personal life can't affect it. And I know like she's not the best person from what I've seen. So it's definitely kind of affects her image. So Sydney Sweeney aside, it's a new Sleepy Hollow movie written and directed by Lindsay Anderson Beer. And that is the person who wrote Pet Sematary Bloodlines. So that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
That this is most likely not going to be great. Now, I mean, people can improve and whatnot, but given that movie, I don't have high hopes. And another Sleepy Hollow. Like, what are you going to do with it? And you're going to put Sydney Sweeney in it and put her fucking tits out. Like, I'm more intrigued by like who's going to be playing the Headless Horseman, who's going to play Ichabod Crane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the fact that was the first announcement doesn't give me high hopes.
No, not at all. Shit, then we'll go through a few more.
Sydney Sweeney only has one good performance, and that's it. And that's The Housemaid. That's the only good movie.
I didn't see that.
I haven't seen that Euphoria. I'm never gonna watch it.
That last season is fucking crazy with her like giant titties out and stuff.
Ian's perfect example of what he just said.
Yeah, it seems to just be the go-to now. She's kind of typecast as that.
Yeah, well,
So we got next.
yeah, it looks like Chris Carter's brand new director's cut of the X-Files, I want to believe, will be released in August. I'm not sure what that is. I know what the X-Files is. Don't shoot
So
me. But
it's not the OG good movie. It's the second movie that came out in like 2008 that's not good. But they're doing this director's cut that's like an R-rated, apparently. So yeah, that's what that's about.
well, that's a negative for me then.
I
That's gonna
haven't
be
watched
released on
anything
Hulu, I think.
X-Files in years.
Yeah. Well, I can
So-
that one was quick. I can do the next one if you want.
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck it.
Overlord filmmaker Julius Avery will direct the Killer Python, that's dope, horror movie Crush for 20th Century Studio. Give me all the snake movies. We got one coming out soon. Titan should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
That's one where it's using Brazil's mythological snakes for it. So give me any fucking giant snake movie. I'm down.
Yeah, he actually makes some pretty decent movies, so I'm kind of there. Overlord was dope. I like The Pope's Exorcist.
Mhm.
I'm kind of excited for it, and Killer Snakes is always good.
Yeah. I just hope they use a mixture of practical and like, you know what I mean? Like not just full blown CGI snake like those bad sci-fi snake movies, but have a little bit of practicality. Like if I'm not mistaken, the fucking 1990s Anaconda had fucking mixture, and that movie still holds up to this day. I don't care. It's one of my favorites ever.
Yeah, I think that's what'll make or break it. Because yeah, I'm a fan of his. Fucking love Overlord. Pope's Exorcist is fun as hell. So yeah, I'm here for it. But yeah, depending on what that snake looks like, that'll make or break it.
Okay, I'm gonna run through the next four. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna give it to Goose because this is Goose'.
Yeah, fucking Killer Clowns is coming to Halloween Horror Nights. If anybody knows me for any short amount of time, Killer Clowns is my favorite horror movie of all time. I would love to do the Halloween Horror Nights, but that's just something that never fucking falls in line for me.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe this year, Goobs. Remember, we're supposed to all make a big trip and go.
No,
Orlando. Come to Orlando.
Why? When California's right there, man.
I know, dude. We're right next door to Cali. It's 2v1. It's 2v1.
Up next.
I'll go pick up Goobs, and then you could fly to Goobs' house, and then we'll go.
I don't fly. I don't fly.
Well, shit.
I wish they would just fucking make another movie already, though.
Man,
That's
I
what
want one.
we-
I want one.
That's
so
something we
bad.
should talk about later because we definitely need one. That's a perfect.
There was
That's
a rumor about something about that.
Dude, I was just talking about that with Ryan Gosling of all people. Was going to be a part of like a producer or something. Fucking.
But we'll talk about that later. Now it's time for a rant.
Ooh.
Because the Revenge of La Llorona has moved up from its August 9th, 2027 release date to February 26th, 2027 with its new release date. First of all,
again?
No. Thank goodness. But the other director hasn't made anything noticeable, so we don't have a damn clue what we're going to do.
One.
Wait, what?
So it's Santiago Mangini. Had to look him up. but he directed No One Gets Out Alive. I think it's on Netflix, but I dug that one.
Why does that sound familiar? I have to look at that. Sorry.
But besides that, here's the rant. Conjuring. We talked about this earlier. No more Conjuring movies. This is connected to the Conjuring universe. This movie is not going to be good. Maybe, just maybe. There's hope. This cast does have some noticeable names into it, but like I told Ian the other day, if a movie is moved up from a April release date to February or January, most likely the studio don't have hope that the movie is going to actually be good.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
because
I don't even think I've seen
Ian. Is that movie?
I'm not gonna lie.
Is that movie the No One Gets Out Alive? Is that is it like within like somewhere based in the Middle East? Is that the one I'm thinking about? And it's like there's a war going on and what? Oh shit! I like that movie. Yeah. It's been a while, but
solid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It sounded familiar.
It's the only movie I've seen of his, but I do enjoy that one.
Yeah. So, what you were saying?
But yeah, I mean, like we were talking about the other day, like it's the kind of spin-offs to the Conjuring shit are very hit or miss. Like the first Annabelle, not a fan of, but the sequel, I do enjoy that one. So this may be a case like that. But the first La Llorona was like there was one sentence that linked it to the Conjuring. So I don't know. Curious what this will be. But I also, again, I'm burnt out on the Conjuring and all in that whole fucking world. So can't say I'm going to rush out to see it either.
So there's only two noticeable names in this. First of all, is Raymond Cruz, which he was in the first one. He's also in Breaking Bad. He's the dude that takes the knife and like smashes up the was it crystal meth? I think it is in Breaking Bad.
Oh, Tuco.
Yeah, Tuco.
Yeah,
which the Avengers. Oh, what are you gonna say?
I'm saying I like him as an actor.
What kills me is all those edits that they take of taking the Infinity Stones and like mushing them up and just like sniffing them. That kills me. And also Jay Hernandez is going to be in this, and he plays in Hostel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The OG, the first one.
Yeah,
he's the main dude.
That one. Oh, nice.
But besides that, I don't know any of these other people. Hopefully, it's good. I need to watch it. That other movie's gonna be on my radar this week because I got two reliable sources that told me it's good. So I'm definitely gonna have to watch it. So up next, I'm excited for this one. Jackie Earle Haley has joined the cast of They Follow, which this is the sequel to It Follows. Love It Follows. Really like Jackie Earle Haley, which we'll be talking about my thoughts on his Freddy performance later on in this episode with our topic. But I'm excited for this. This cast is already stacked. Naomi Aki's going to be in this. Him, Micah Monroe is back. David Robert Mitchell is back to direct and write. So I'm all in on this movie.
And if you need a reminder for who that is, that's Rorschach from The Watchmen.
Hell yeah.
I need to watch.
I know he's going to do good.
Yeah.
Is The Watchmen good?
Need to watch it?
Oh
my god!
I've never seen The Watchmen.
The Watchmen's fantastic.
If you like Batman, you'll love The Watchmen.
Yeah, it's dope.
Holy shit!
But
that's such a good movie.
But speaking of Batman, we got Batman Part 2 update. First up, we're going to do the leak. No, the rumor that's going on right now. It is reported that the script has been leaked out, and it is confirmed that Sebastian Stan in this leak, I don't know if it's true or not, that he's going to be Victor's ass in this, and that Brian Tyree Henry will be Harvey Dent. But Scarlett Johansson will not be gilded in. She will actually be a form of the character of Poison Ivy in this. So it's not going to be fantastical. It's going to be kind of like what Reeves did with like the Riddler, making him more dark and not like the goofy, whimsical like what Joel Schumacher did with Jim Carrey's version, or just any other rendition of the Riddler. But if this is true, I don't know how I feel about it, because like the first Batman movie, it's just like Catwoman, but she's kind of like an anti-hero. She's like good and bad, and you always had that main focus on the Riddler. But now you got Poison Ivy. You might have Two-Face. You're gonna have Victor Zsasz in this. Is it too much in one movie? And with that being said, it has got delayed to February 18th, 2028. Is it getting delayed because it is too much now that they actually have on the table? That is my only question.
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, if they wrote the scripts, went through all the pre-production, seldom would something like that, to that degree of like the Batman, go through a film, like go through everything and then be like, oh, this is too much. Like that would be like a fucking early on thing.
Yeah.
Now, whether it turns out to be, who knows? I prefer my Batman with very minimal villains, because it does get to be a lot. But I mean, judging with the very first, with Matt Reeves' first Batman movie, like I'll wait and see, because he fucking nailed that. So it's kind of like Flanagan at this point. Like in Matt Reeves, I trust. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think we're getting more Court of Owls? Because at the end of the Penguin, we saw the owl mouse and stuff. Do you think they're going to be in this one, or are they going to wait till like a third?
Oh, I kind of want them to sprinkle something of this in it. Like I think the end game is going to be the Court of Owls. That's what they always wanted. Yeah. Because if you look in the first movie, like you say, it kind of sprinkles out, which everything that he has pieced up to really does, like, if they don't do the Court of Owls, I don't understand it, because they kind of sprinkled Hush into this. And that's the only two things that they have not mentioned so far with this second movie. And that's what everybody is thinking that this second movie was going to be. So if that's not, it's like, are they going to actually do it with the Court of Owls, or are they going to actually make the Court of Owls and like Hush a combined thing for the final movie? That's my only thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wish Sebastian, like, I don't want to see Hush in a movie this early on. So I feel like that, like, Batman should be later into his career, if you will. But I would rather see Sebastian Stan as Hush than as Victor Zsasz. Honestly.
To be honest, before they announced that he was supposed to be Harvey Dent at first, that first thing, I thought that's what they're going to go with, of Sebastian Stan being Hush. Mm-hmm. And like you said, I thought that was going to be the perfect thing, because you kind of see like his more serious, like Hush is more serious and that stuff. And especially with like the Winter Soldier, where he plays that through actually Captain America, the Winter Soldier, before he actually gets out of the whole regiment, becomes Bucky. That's what I wanted from it. But it's like, the only thing is, with his addition of Victor Zsasz, is he going to be like, well, he isn't fresh?
Fresh.
I mean, I don't know, to some degree, but like, he doesn't really go, like, Fresh is great. I love that movie, but like, he doesn't really go full psycho mode. Like, that doesn't scream Victor Zsasz to me. and that's why it's like I can't really wrap my head around him playing that character, even though it's going to be like a darker, more grounded role. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see it to like fully process it. But just like that casting seems off to me, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I thought the casting of Heath Ledger as the Joker was off too, and see how that turned out.
Yeah.
I think he is the best Batman villain that we have got so far, like actor-wise. But we did get a little first teaser before they dropped that delay, which pissed me the fuck off. We see him just turn around with some snow.
Here's the teaser.
Dude, it was the worst. Like, what? Why? Just don't even put it out.
Dude,
it was the dumbest fucking thing. That especially for it to be delayed. Like, it did nothing positive to like keep my attention.
No, because I saw that Batman teaser trailer. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna open up Twitter, see if there's some images. Right, first thing I see, delay till February. I about threw my phone across the damn break room because I'm getting pissed that this thing is getting delayed over and over. Like back in 2024, March, I was thinking we're getting this movie a year out. Gets delayed like a week later. December rolls around. Oh, we're going to push it to 2027. So we've been trucking a year and a half. I'm thinking we're getting this thing next October. We're already filming. I'm ready for it. Let's just delay it. And the thing why they delay is even more fucking stupid. Because they want to prioritize J.J. Abrams' movie for that release date more than probably their best DC character that they have right now. Which I don't understand. Pisses me the fuck off. Rant over.
All right. That was Batman talk. Now,
welcome to the Batman.
The Batman and Gore podcast.
We need more gore in Batman. I was going to say it.
True.
Forever.
Dylan, you want to take the last one real quick? Or the last few? I'll be right back.
Yeah, I will take the last few. So first up, we have the Descent Part 2 Steelbook is going to be released on August 11th, and I have a picture of that somewhere. Right here. Bam. Looks fucking sick. I'm excited for this one. I love the Descent. So if you collect, that's definitely one to grab.
How do you feel about Part 2, though?
It's all right. It was Part 1's my favorite, but I will just on the Steelbook alone, I want to just collect it anyways.
Yeah, I mean the cover art's sick.
Yeah, it just
the cover art's better than the movie, but
yeah exactly.
Yep.
But I know a lot of people actually like Part 2, so
I didn't hate it, but it's definitely doesn't compare to the first.
Exactly. And then this next one actually is one I'm super excited for. Let me see if it's So Criterion is releasing Del Toro's Frankenstein, which this is a beautiful cover. Just the creator and his creation, just amazing. I don't know. Are you guys all going to pick it up? I'll probably pick this one up.
Probably. Like I'm kind of like I like the movie. It's not my favorite, but like the fact that it's a Netflix release that is getting a physical media, like that's a plus. And like there's a very like limited assortment of horror movies in the Criterion collection, unfortunately. So the fact that we're getting another one, like, and again, the cover art's fucking sick. It's very cool looking.
I just want a poster of that, to be honest. Fuck.
Yeah, like it's dope. So yeah, I'll probably wait till the 50% off sale, but yeah, I'll definitely pick it up.
Yeah. That'll be released on October 27th.
I am going to agree with you. I am going to get it, but I'm going to wait till the 50% because I am not paying $50 for that movie alone.
Yeah. And then the last one, we got the Silence of the Lambs dropping on Criterion, 4K, October 20th. It's Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I have the Blu-ray.
I think I have Blu-ray, DVD, just right behind me. I don't know if I'll pick this one up just because I have so many copies of it, but it looks sick as hell.
Yeah, I'll definitely be picking that up because I have the Blu-ray Criterion already, but I've been trying to upscale everything to 4K.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, I'll be picking that up.
Oh yeah,
Me too.
And then what's the last one? The second print of the Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook collection will release on September 15th. So I probably won't. I mean, I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but I probably won't pick it up.
So that's a fun one because for Steelbook collectors, I guess go for it. But they announced that they restocked on Amazon recently, so I hopped on, and the Steelbook collection is $150. The same exact thing, which I picked up, is not the Steelbook, but it's the same exact movies, same exact features, same exact number 1 and 5 uncut for $100 cheaper.
Damn.
Okay.
So if you're looking for just the 4K versions of the movies, you can pick that up right now and not have to fight with people over the Steelbook collection. Like I said, the Steelbooks are cool, but like they also take up a shit ton more space, and it's $100 more. So just throwing that out into the world.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
It does come in that. It comes in like a cool collector thing too, right? Of his shirt.
Yeah, like that. The Steelbook ones, like they're each individual Steelbooks, so it's like a big box. So like again, for like if you collect Steelbooks, then yeah, absolutely, I get it. Which I do to some degree, but I'm also running out of space, so it wasn't overly important to me when I can get the same exact thing in a much smaller version with all the exact same movies and features for over half the price or less than half the price, and save a lot more space. So
Like a foot of space on
yeah.
your shirt. And I think that's all the news, right?
Yep. All right. So we have kind of a makeshift topic because there's been a lot of stuff coming out with reboots, prequel TV shows, new movies of our favorite, franchises. We're going to talk about a few directly, and then a few that, maybe each of us have one that we would like to be remade, and maybe go a little deeper of who we want to direct or whatever the case may be. This is just going to be a fun little conversation. But the first one is the prequel Crystal Lake TV show. The trailer just dropped. It's by A24. It's going to be on Peacock October 15th. Is that right?
It's somewhere around there.
And they are dropping all 6 episodes
8
at once.
8.
It's 8. Shit. Okay. 8. That's even better. So 8 episodes all at once. So I'm a binger person when it comes to shows. I can't do weekly. Just give it to me all at once so I can inject it in my veins. So I'm excited for that. But they haven't really given us much about what this show is going to be about, other than it's following Pamela Voorhees. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to kind of go over what you guys maybe be hoping for. What do you guys think it's going to be? Do you think, what are your theories? I think I just want to talk and just kind of, what do you guys think? First and foremost, though, I love the lady who they casted.
Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, Cardellini.
And I love her so much. So just sign me up for anything. And it probably goes back to the live action Scooby-Doo. Not gonna lie, not gonna age myself.
100%.
I think if you're our age, you fucking get it. But yeah, what do you guys Are you guys excited for this? Do you think this is a good route to take for the Friday the 13th? I know that's a very messy franchise when it comes to licensing and everything like that. So what do you guys think?
I think it's something, and I think it's something we've needed for since 2008 or some shit like that, since the last Jason movie or Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah. So it's like, at least we're getting something, and it's like a prequel, and Jason's really young. So it's just going to show who the real bad person of the series was, which is Jason's mom.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, I'm all in. I love Friday the 13th. It's probably one of the worst franchises as far as movies go, but I love them.
Yes.
And I love the route they're going. Because I mean, we never really get much information on Pamela Voorhees outside of the first movie. So when this was announced, I mean, it's been talked about for years, since probably 2009. But well, yeah, when they finally kind of greenlit it and like it was for sure to go. Once they cast Linda Cardellini, I was in. I'm here for her. Yeah, Scooby Doo, fucking Freaks and Geeks, Grandma's Boy. Like,
oh yeah,
give me all the Linda Cardellini.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna nail it. I think it's perfect casting. Honestly, I don't really need or want to know anything else. Like, that trailer ripped. I'm here for it. So like I'm already all in. I don't really need much else. I know since that trailer came out, there's been more information as far as like Betsy Palmer, who played Pamela Voorhees, kind of came up with an entire backstory for the character. So there's speculation that they're going to be using a lot of that information for the show. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to see kind of get that side of this story that we've never really seen outside of like a few quick flashbacks. So to see her kind of, dealing with, having to raise a child with special needs, and then losing that child, and then all the emotions and feelings and everything that, kind of goes into that, and just, taking it out on camp counselors. Like, I'm here for it. As long as it's like, well done, which I'm sure it will be, but as long as it's well done and it's, it doesn't have to be, Terrifier levels of gore, but give me some Friday the 13th brutality.
Yeah.
And I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Show us where Jason gets it from. All that range.
Right?
That's
real.
what I want.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
So
kind of the same with what Ian said. Go ahead, Dakota. My bad.
you're good. I'm excited for this. I really, like Ian said, a lot of the Friday the 13th movies are really good. I love 09, love Part 6, and love Part 7. Those are my favorite. I don't know why. A lot of I know you love Part 8.
Happy all day, baby.
I don't know why. Ever since this trailer was released, and especially since my reaction, a lot of the Jason shields are coming out and like saying that why are they making this? That we kind of already have got the backstory of Pamela Voorhees, like, and everything. But it's like, do we really know everything? Like, we heard the stories of Pamela Voorhees. Like, we haven't seen what she does. And like, we only seen her take out the whole group of the first camp counselors. And if you haven't seen Friday the 13th, that's on your fault.
Spoilers.
But I kind of want to say, and like you said, Linda Cardellini is the perfect choice for this. I think her, like, from everything she has played in, she has a wide range of acting ability, and I think we're going to see it really deep dive into Pamela Voorhees. And from the little sneak peeks we have gotten, I think the brutality is going to be there, Ian. Like you said, I don't want Terrifier brutality. I kind of want like you said, Friday the 13th. Especially like '09 brutality. I liked how much they went there with it. They didn't do overboard. They just teased us a little bit. I'm hoping that this is just not a one and done thing. I hope they can build this into what they want to do with Jason. Maybe another season of like leading up to the first movie and remake the first movie, or just like do what you want to with Jason Voorhees. But I'm kind of glad that Peacock is it's a good and a bad thing. I feel like this is a good thing to drop all 8 episodes because we haven't got any piece of Friday the 13th media in over 17 years. But on the bad part of if you look like Welcome to Derry, where that dropped each week, one that got hyped and buzzed for each episode each week. And it left you at the very end of the week like wanting more for the next week as like us watching and just us talking about with each other. But yeah, I'm hyped, and they've released it on the perfect time, middle of October. It's the perfect area to release it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm cool with it being all at once. Because I mean, Welcome to Derry, as much as I wanted to binge through it, like I did enjoy the kind of week to week thing. For the reasons you just said, of kind of like, you know, being able to discuss it, have a whole week to discuss it and kind of be hyped for the next episode. But we've also, you know, it was fairly recently after we got it chapter 1 and 2. So like that was all kind of fresh. Whereas, yeah, Friday the 13th, it's been quite a while, and releasing in October, like it wouldn't make sense to do it weekly so that we're past Halloween into, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, getting these episodes. And it's like we haven't got anything in so long. I want as much as I can get. So, and I think it's like there's always going to be haters, like people like why is this being made? Because they just want Jason. They're there for Jason. They just want more of the same, which I enjoy. It's cool, but I also like, you know, we're like I said, in a franchise that doesn't have much of a story other than Jason's undead, you know, comes back every movie to kill more counselors. I do like that we're kind of getting probably the most story we've gotten so far.
Yeah. And
it has the potential, if they do it well, it has potential to kind of be its own thing. Like obviously it's you know, in that world and its characters we're familiar with, but it also can kind of fix the mistakes or the things that don't make sense from the franchise. So like Jason drowning and then coming back, and then, you know, coming back as an adult to avenge his mother's death. Like none of it makes sense. So this has a kind of a new kind of starting point of sticking with the basic story that we know, but also doing its own thing. Because it's not really held by any franchise rules. It's not like Welcome to Derry where they can just completely rewrite everything with the same person playing Pennywise and just expect us to, you know, ignore what we already know.
Right.
So it's all kind of new and fresh to some degree. So they have a lot more liberty and creativity to work with it. So I think that's what I'm most excited for, is to kind of see what they do with it. And yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, same. And I'm going to preface this whole conversation. If you don't want reboots or remakes, that's fine. It doesn't take away from the actual media that already exists. Let people want to evolve the story or rehash the story. You know what I mean? It doesn't take anything away from the original pieces of media. That's why I never understood why people get so defensive over an entity of media if it's redone or because it's like it is still there. If they remake Friday the 13th, the original, the original one doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there for you to enjoy.
Or if your favorite actor has been playing the same character for 50 years, he's not gonna be able to play him for another 50 years.
Yeah.
Man, foreshadowing right there. Yeah, and it's like I never understood that whole no, you can't do it, because why not? There's just like anything, people evolve, stories can evolve. The shit, filmmaking has evolved just from then till now. I mean, just I don't know. I hate when people just get so up in arms, because the more media, especially horror media, we get nowadays, the better, because we're finally
100%,
becoming that type of genre that we as horror fans know and love, and know it could be on the main stage because of how much storytelling there is in the franchise. So or in the genre. So if you're giving more story, why wouldn't you want that?
It's because people are so set in like, and I mean, I've been guilty of it before too. They're like so set in like what they know and love, and kind of don't see the fact that, like, especially now, like, most of us grew up in the 80s and 90s, so like we're attached to these characters and the people who play these characters. But at this point, 40 years later, like, people are so attached to that they don't realize that it's 40 years later, and there's a new generation or multiple generations of people who are discovering horror movies and getting into this world and doing the same things that we did back in the day.
Yeah.
But they, like the newer generation, like I'm sure there's a lot that appreciate movies from the 80s and 90s and 2000s. There's also a lot that are like, we'll watch those and be like, yeah, they're old. Like, they just don't connect.
Yeah.
So they see these reboots and these remakes that we might think are, inferior to the ones that we love, but that's the first kind of connection they have to this character.
Yeah.
So like it's gotta, if you want the franchises to keep going, you want, fresh new audience and being introduced to these things, like it's got to evolve as well. And like I said, you can't have your favorite actor who's now 80 years old playing that same character for the next 50 years. It's just not going to happen.
Robert Englund.
Yeah.
Like, we just got to let that die. He's not coming back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to go on a rant about the reboot, remake, like just discourse that always happens, especially because the new Moana movie just came out. And people, I'm sure you guys have seen it on TikTok. People are all up in arms about like the live action remakes and stuff like that. And people say they hate them. But if you read the comments from people, they actually really love remakes and reboots. It's just they do it for a lot of like hate, rage baiting, and TikTok views and shit like that. Yeah. People want these movies, so we definitely just need to keep making them. Yeah. We should not stop at all.
There's the one thing that I hated that they did with the live action Moana. One, it's very soon that they redid it, but two, god damn it, The Rock, fine, let him voice Maui, but get his ass off the screen.
I'm just tired of The Rock, dude. He needs to not act anymore.
He doesn't fit the actual physical character. Like, his voice acting was great as Maui, but God, get him off the screen.
Yeah,
that was my only but the girl that plays Moana, fantastic, can sing like a motherfucker, looks the part, fantastic.
And I bet your girls actually like the movie too, right? Like, those are kids movies, so
100%. Like,
that's why they do it.
Well, yeah, the big caveat with that, like the live action, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the live action Little Mermaid that happened a few years back.
Oh, yeah.
We know the discourse that happened with that, but my girls absolutely loved the Little Mermaid, the live action Little Mermaid, and it got them into wanting to see Ariel and see the cartoon and everything like that. Because the first one came out early 80s, something like that. The Little Mermaid, like,
I think it was
was it 91 or something? Yeah. So I mean, think about it. You get something fresh with these new visual effects that's like, oh shit, this is fantastic. And like, oh, this was a cartoon? Let me see the cartoon.
Yeah.
And then there that goes. So yeah, just like that. The Lilo and Stitch one they loved. Like the Lilo and Stitch live action. Yeah.
And that's what things like Evil Dead Burn and Rise and 2013 are getting people back into the older movies too. And like it just all feeds itself. It's a machine.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we can jump into, I guess we've foreshadowed it enough with the Nightmare on Elm Street information that just came out. It's caused such a rise in curiosity of where this franchise can go, I think, because there's not only is it, well, who's going to play Freddy? Obviously, the more, I don't want to say sentimental, but the more like grew up with it, like this is their baby. They want Robert Englund to come back one more time, which totally understand that. But I think I'm in the camp that there needs to be new blood within that character. Just like Robert Englund wasn't really nothing until Freddy. We could get another nobody and become the next fucking horror icon for the next 30 plus years. You never really know what's going to happen. And
yeah, like I said, Robert Englund is almost 80 years old. There's no fucking way they can have him in that role anymore. I'm sorry. He's an older gentleman. Just let him live out his goddamn life, guys.
Yeah. He's given us enough memories and scares and nightmares to last us a lifetime. Let him be at peace with that. Let us be at peace with that. And let's have the conversations that are fun. Like I was thinking just at work going, who could play the next Freddy Krueger? And I have some not random, but I have some off the wall picks that I want to know your guys' thought process on. And if you guys agree, I'm going to give one. So the first one, because I think it should be a younger dude, maybe late 30s, early 40s, because if you're going to spawn this into a franchise, you need to have a younger guy. Mm-hmm. So like the Kevin Bacons and all that stuff. Yeah, I think he would kill it, but he's damn near 60 something. I think
he's 67.
He looks good for fucking 67. God damn. I'm 38 and I look 78. Jesus Christ. But the first guy I have to pull his name back up again. His name is Caleb Landry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The brother from Get Out and then a few other things. I think his character within Get Out, his sinister, the way he talks, the way he moves, how he was, playing the ukulele and just how his body movements, like he could embody that, the body acting of Freddy. You know what I mean? And he can be vicious as well. Like that's one that I thought of. And but the one that what I really think, he's a little older, he's in his 50s, but anybody watch Doctor Who?
Yeah. I try not to.
You try not to?
You try not to?
Damn, tell us how you really feel.
I know. Shit.
But no. David Tennant.
Oh, dude, David Tennant is a national treasure.
He's played sinister roles, just downright creepy episodes of Doctor Who. He was also the fucking bad guy in Harry Potter. I can't remember his fucking name. The guy's son. But they're well-known actors, but they're not like big, A-list stars, if that makes sense. They were known, but they're not super known. And I think those are the calibers that it should be. Or if they can find some no-name guy, shit, even better. You know what I mean? But do you guys have any that, I know Ian, you said you made a video and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What people you think could don the glove?
So yeah, I just hopped on the trend of like I knew it was going to be big news, so I just threw a list together. most of which I'm like, I gotta be fine with any of them, but at the same time, like I would rather a no name. Because like I brought up before, but like you said, Goobs, like Robert Englund had a career before Nightmare on Elm Street, but Nightmare on Elm Street's what kind of blew him up and made him the name that he is now. And I would love for that to happen to someone now, kind of up and coming, to be the Robert Englund, if you will, for an entirely new generation.
Yeah.
But my kind of 5 quick picks was Earl Shand, so the dad from Redburn.
I was about to fucking say that he would be fucking perfect.
Like he is a little older, like he's like 53. But like I mean that's still in the wheelhouse of like he could, carry it for 20 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, just his performance in Evil Dead Burn definitely had like he brings that energy.
Yeah.
The number 1 pick as far as like popular people would be Cillian Murphy.
Oh, I would love that.
That'd be cool.
And I think it would be cool because he worked with Wes on Red Eye. So like he's familiar to some degree with, kind of how Wes operated. So it'd be cool to kind of, bring someone back or bring someone in that has that, familiarity, kind of bring a little piece of Wes's spirit, if you will.
Yeah.
I thought Elijah Wood. Now he doesn't have the stature of Freddy by any means, but like he can kill fucking remakes. Like he's fantastic, a maniac.
Yeah.
And he always, like, no matter what role, he has that like creepiness. Like Elijah Wood's just a weird dude in general.
Yeah.
So I think he could bring something different to the role.
Yeah.
I threw Evan Peters in there just because a lot of people bring that up. I don't particularly want to see him in that role. I think he would do a good job. I think he's a great actor, but I feel like he's also typecast as the crazy killer guy at this point. After all the American Horror Story and the Dahmer and all that. So, and honestly, I prefer him in like non-horror things.
Yeah.
But if it happened, I wouldn't be mad at it. And then Will Poulter was one only because he was almost Pennywise back in 2017.
Yeah.
So it would be cool to kind of see his take on Freddy. And he has that like weird, like he's not a bad looking dude, but he has that like just kind of weird look to him.
Yeah.
That I think would fit the Freddy aesthetic. But he's probably he's not a bad actor, but he's probably the weakest out of that list.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting. Because I still wonder, like, I love Bill Skarsgård. I would never take him out of that role ever.
Oh, 100%.
I'm still curious what Will Poulter would have done as Pennywise.
Yeah. Right. Alternate universe.
Right.
See it.
But yeah, I got so many comments, still getting comments of Robert Englund or they shouldn't do this at all. And like I said, he's 79 years old. If by some chance in hell he did agree to come back and do, it would be one movie. That would be it. So it'd be a one and done, just like Kevin Bacon. It would be a one and done.
Yeah.
But Robert, especially like just the makeup, the prosthetics, the physicality of Freddy, like it would be a tough ask right now at 79, but let alone if he were to like continue, like he's not going to do that into his 80s.
Yeah.
No way. It's not physically possible. And like he's still acting. He's going to be in Behind the Mask too. Like he's still doing shit, and that's great. But to like expect him to do Freddy again, like I don't know, just let it go. Like we've gotten so many, great performances of him as Freddy, like more than enough that just go back and watch this. Like let someone else take up the mantle.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, like I said, I would love to see Cillian Murphy, but I really honestly I would rather it be someone that I have no idea who they are. They're just kind of up and coming, and let them kind of start fresh and do their thing. And what happens?
Is it weird that I want Scott Derrickson to do it? I would pick Scott Derrickson to fucking do the movie because of his Black Phone 2.
I mean, honestly, Black Phone 2 is more of a Nightmare on Elm Street movie than it is a Black Phone movie.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But
100%.
like, I'd be fine with it because I do like Scott Derrickson, but he would have to actually kill characters.
You're you're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong, man.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Because like that movie's, you know, from a Nightmare on Elm Street standpoint is great. Nailed it. Minus there's no deaths. So
Yeah. I really wanted them to kill the fucking religious people.
oh, I know.
Oh, God, you had it. You had it right there. Huh? What'd you say, Dylan?
I was like, just kill fucking something.
Bro,
Like,
Something, dude.
besides people that were already fucking dead. Like, holy shit.
yeah. No, but I think whether or not it's who, like you said, Ian, whether or not it's who you want it to be or who you don't or whatever, we're gonna fucking buy a ticket. We're gonna fucking watch it. We're gonna talk about it. Dakota has something on his mind.
I got casting.
What do you got?
I thought Caleb Landry Jones, but then there's another person I thought. Dane DeHaan. I really like Dane DeHaan. Chronicle. He was very psychotic in that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He has
yeah,
creepy
okay.
fucking eyes, dude.
He
I
is-
forgot about this guy.
Here
If
for
you
Weldon.
take all the goblins besides the one, I will take one out because we're not going to talk about him. But if you talk about William Dafoe, I really like Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, even though that movie's not that great, because he goes too far. He kills Gwen Stacy, which they never done that in the whole entire Toby series.
All right.
So the whole entire thing, and like kind of like you said, he has that crazy look already to him. So,
he's a very
and I
good
think he
looking
could fit the stature of what Freddy is. I think because he does some comedy stuff sometimes, but when he wants to be serious and like very terrifying like a Freddy, I think he could pull that off.
Yeah.
And he's 40 years old, so it's around the same time when Robert started to play Freddy also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like I do like him. I think he's a good actor. I'm trying to like with Freddy though, it's like it's not just the acting, it's the fact that like you have to act behind the mask,
Yeah.
behind the prosthetics. And I don't know if Dane's an actor that like could pull that off. But I wouldn't be mad at it.
You know who I think could do it? Who is in a bunch of prosthetics for a show? Walton Goggins.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it.
I feel like he might be able to do it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Just I love him. Yeah, I just love him.
My favorite is him in fucking Vice Principals.
Yeah, dude. He was so cunty in that.
That show's funny as shit, dude.
He's in the House of a Thousand Corpses, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He's in the most fucking tense scene in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But no, I mean Goggins is great. Like he's fantastic on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah,
fucking everything. Like yeah, he's great. So like I wouldn't be mad at that either. And especially with Fallout, like he's
the best part of that show too.
Fred, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's just so many options in that realm of possibilities. But I kind of hope when they announce it, it's like, yeah, such and such is going to play Freddy Krueger, and all of us go, the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? That's what in my heart of hearts, I hope that it's something like that to give that possibility of the next like you said, the next generation of Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I mean, honestly, I want the entire cast to be unknown. Because even if we get an unknown Freddy, and then they're like Sydney Sweeney as
oh God.
like something like that. Yeah. So like I want the whole cast to be kind of up and coming, young cast, and obviously like every piece of it's going to matter. But I think what's going to make or break it as well, outside of who's going to play Freddy, is they have to go practical.
100%.
Like they can't do the CGI shit.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned the whole cast like being no names kind of thing, because go back to the original, what is it? The original Freddy, as well as the original like Friday the 13th. You have a Kevin Bacon in Friday the 13th, and then in Nightmare on Elm Street you have, I know, why can't I think of Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp, yeah.
You know, and then even when you have like a more modern take with Scream, you have a Skeet Ulrich, you have these like, I don't want to say no-namers, but you have these younger, non-established people that turn into goddamn icons.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kevin Bacon starting out in the Friday the 13th, and then just where he's at now. Johnny Depp, another one. It's crazy that there's so much starting up in horror that breaks these superstars out.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of unfortunately the focus nowadays is like we need the names, we need the star power.
Yeah,
because like even with like the indie film, like Pinocchio is a great example, because speaking of Robert Englund,
right.
Like Pinocchio is being promoted as Robert Englund in Pinocchio.
Yeah,
he barely he's doing voice work, but like that character has zero screen time. Cricket is barely in the movie.
Yeah,
but you're promoting it off of Robert Englund's name because people will want to see it because of that. Meanwhile, Richard Brake is giving the fucking greatest performance and not really getting any credit from a promotional standpoint. So like I feel like every kind of, especially at the bigger studios, like it's got to be, we need a name, rather than focus on let's get the best people. Let's make sure it's a solid movie that people are going to enjoy, instead of just how can we sell tickets? How can we get the biggest bang for our buck with the biggest name? Like it's got to go back to like that fucking OG style of like people know this character, people love this character, they're gonna show up, but let's make it a movie that people are gonna fucking love. Like let's focus on that.
How about this, Ian? Robert Zombert, Richard Brake, Nightmare on Elm Street.
I would love to see a Rob Zombie Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Richard Brake, and I feel like he would be a fun Freddy Krueger. But I also feel like I love every single time he shows up on screen, but I just feel like he's so much in that world of like very much like Evan Peters kind of being typecast as that like 100%. Crazy killer that I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But I'm here for Rob Zombie doing it.
Yeah, 100%. I'll always throw his name in the hat.
Yeah.
Especially on an original or a remake movie. Just
it would piss so many people off. And I'm here for it.
100%. That's why.
For example, I like the whole entire thing of no names into this, because like you were talking about Screaming Nightmare, Wes Craven's the perfect example. Like Johnny Depp's first ever acting role was Nightmare on Elm Street. He picked Skeet Ulrich because he looked like Johnny Depp, but he was a no name. Nev Campbell probably did The Craft already come out when Scream came out?
What was it? I think The Craft had come out. I think Scream was filmed first, but The Craft was released first. It's it's either that or vice versa.
But it's like that. Like right now, like right then, nobody knew who Nev Campbell was. The only thing was Drew Barrymore, and do we see what she done in that movie? Killed off in the first 5 to 10 minutes of that movie. Matthew Lillard was not like big, like with what he was, like he hadn't become Shaggy yet, and all this stuff he was in. Courtney Cox, I think Friends didn't even start yet at the time, so she wasn't in that.
Yeah, it did.
Like David
it just started already 95, I think.
So, and David Arquette wasn't that big, but like the whole entire first Nightmare movie, you literally don't know anybody in it. And that's the thing. I think that's what messed up with the whole entire remake of Nightmare. One, practical. They didn't go practical with it. I think we just talked about him. Who played Freddy?
Anyone? Or
Jackie Earle Haley.
Oh, Jackie Earle Haley. I really like his Freddy, but they really just shit the bed with the whole entire script.
And they had a young Kyle Gallner in that one.
Yeah, I like Kyle Gallner in it.
I'm gonna defend that movie so hard.
The only problem is, which I kind of say this, if they put I think it's Katie Cassidy, if they made her the main person and took the actress who played Nancy, they just killed Nancy off. I think that would have been so much better, because it feels like the promotion and everything, you literally have Katie Cassidy in all the promotion because she was in everything possible, but then you kill her off, and like from Heather Langenkamp to the actress in that, Heather Langenkamp is always going to be Nancy Thompson, no matter what, because of a great performance she gave. But I feel like Kyle Gallner was the main, like, best, like, young actor in that. And Clancy Brown, I really like Clancy Brown in that movie. But, like, he was already big. Mr. Krabs, Pet Sematary 2, all that stuff. Even the mom in that Friday Night Lights. So it's like you put every person in there already had something big, and like people just saw Watchmen when Nightmare on Elm Street came out, so they knew who Jackie Earle Haley was, but he was not like probably what he is now. Like everyone thinks of Watchmen and every other thing, which that's why I was thinking kind of like that. Like Freddy, I think kind of like a Caleb Landry Jones or like a Dane DeHaan, like somebody that we know of, but not like right out there, like a big A-list star. But like for these kids and these young adult, like these parents and stuff in this, if you want to do a true untrue remake, which I'm hoping they don't, you gotta get some people that we don't know about to put into this movie. And the whole entire thing, I love where Ian went with this. The people are like, "Oh, we need our Freddy back." Robert's getting old. He said he don't want to do it. Get over it. You had Jackie right there. You didn't want him, which pisses me off because like I really like this performance.
Yeah.
Perfect example. When David Gordon Green done the sequel reboot for Halloween, they brought Nick Castle back to do some scenes because he's the OG Michael. But they had I forgot who plays it. And I really like him as Michael. But
Jude
they had him in who?
Is it like Jude Michael Courtney or something like that?
Something like that. But I really like him. Like him and Tyler made some of my favorite Michaels. And I really like that because like they gave Nick Castle his time in the trilogy to shine. But like I like that. And besides Jamie Lee Curtis, which we don't like Jamie Lee Curtis here, this whole entire like young people like through like Allison, Andy Matichak, we didn't know who she was at the time. Even though everyone gives him shit, Rowan Campbell, we didn't know who Rowan Campbell was. He's not what he is today for us. And that's what I really liked about what they did with those movies.
Yeah.
Besides Anthony Michael Hall, I did not like him as Tommy Doyle. That was the worst part of Halloween Kills also for me. I wanted to say that there right now. But it's that thing. And I'm excited for it. You gotta do it justice. You gotta do a good story. I think you gotta make something fresh, but give something what the people want. And for example, Rob Zombie, I think he wanted to make his Halloween take fresh and give something to the fans. But as we all said, Rob Zombie has his unique ways of doing things, and the little flair that he put in for something new, people didn't like, and that's why a lot of people don't like his take on Halloween.
They're just mad it's better than the OG.
I do love the OG though.
I know.
My favorite horror movie of all time.
I know.
For example, Jamie Lee Curtis did not know Jamie Lee Curtis. John Carpenter just casted her, and she thinks that she's hot shit now. But if it wasn't for that movie, she would not have been where she is now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Circling back to the 2010 Nightmare, dude, that opening scene is one of my favorite opening scenes of any horror movie. In that diner thing with the knife and everything, so fucking good. It's so quintessential Nightmare with the steam coming out and then the backlight drops when it's panning through the kitchen. I fucking love that opening scene. Like it's not a terrible movie. It's not a good movie. It's a okay movie. It lacked with the CGI and then the over influence of the studio kind of picking their way in there. But
yeah, I hated that movie the very first time I saw it, and I have since grown such an appreciation for it, and I will kind of forever defend it. I guess it's obviously not perfect by any means.
Yeah.
But if you take out, honestly, if they hadn't recreated the scenes from the original and used CGI, if you took those scenes out, it would be a solid fucking movie.
Yeah.
Because the story is similar, but they do make changes, kind of fresh changes. The opening scene's fantastic. There's a lot of things that I like about it. Like there's a lot of mannerisms to Freddy that Jackie brought to the role that I really enjoy. He still has that kind of comedy.
Yeah.
But his one-liners, like for the most part, hit. Like we still have 6 more minutes to play. Like that line is fantastic. And the what he does with the glove with the knives, this like swishing, fucking love it. So I think if the CGI is what killed it for me. And unfortunately that's the one thing that still is like, why is this here?
Yeah.
It's on number one, it's terrible CGI. But number two is the fact that they recreated scenes that were practically made in 1984 and used terrible CGI to do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no excuse for that. But yeah, Jackie Earle Haley got so much hate for that role, and he's solid.
Yeah.
Like he did the best that he could with what he had to work with, and I think he nailed it.
Yeah.
The makeup, like I know they were going for a more like realistic burn like look. Not the best choice. Didn't translate as well.
Yeah.
And Nancy being a little more emo was a choice. Yeah. I do like I can't think of her name, the actress that played her. Like she's a great actress. She's been in like a lot of other really good movies. Like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, she's fantastic. But again, I think she did the best with what she had to work with. So I think just the little tweaks here and there would have really like propelled that movie. But for what it is, minus those CGI moments, it's a lot better than what a lot of people give it credit or discredit it for.
Yeah. I agree.
There's two things about that I want to say about that movie real quick, which is Rooney Mara. That's who plays Nancy in that movie. Kellen Lutz I wish his performance was a little bit better. Like he's coming off of Twilight, so everyone saw Kellen Lutz. Like that's the opening scene. Which is kind of like a homage kind of to like what Wes did in Scream.
Mhm.
Like the big known actor at the time just killed them off straight off, which was cool. Will you talk about like the little jokes and everything? The one that gets me is when with Katie Cassidy's character goes outside when she hears a dog, and Freddy just peeks behind the wall and he's like, "Oh, I just wanted to pet it."
Oh yeah.
And like that, and like you said, like once you die, the brain stays on for 7 more minutes. It's 7 more minutes to play. I absolutely love that line in that movie. And with the CGI, it's the ending. When he kills Nancy's mom, that whole entire shot with CGI was the worst scene I ever seen in my whole entire life.
I mean, it is bad, but I mean, that one I'll give it a little slack because the end of the original is just as bad without CGI.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Ew.
So like that one, I feel like that's a wash right there.
Yeah.
But if they made that practical though, with him going through her face with like the glove, that would actually been like more shocking, and it kind of goes with at the time with like quick CGI jump scare right there before the end credits, and that's what it was always in the early 2000s, like the 2000s going to the 2000 teens. It's like, let's shock the audience right before they head out.
Yeah. I mean, it's very much. I mean, it came out in an era of everyone's remaking everything. So I think that definitely hurt it as well, because I mean, with like we were getting Friday the 13th, we're getting My Bloody Valentine, like we're getting some really solid remakes, and I think that hurt like Nightmare on Elm Street because it didn't compare to those. But the same, on the same page, like it by itself, like I said, it's better than what it gets credit for. I did like the fact that, I mean, even Kellen Lutz, I wouldn't say is a big name or was a big name. Like he was in Twilight, yeah. But as far as the kids, even Kyle Gallner wasn't known at that time. Yeah. So it was very much kind of what we want. It was like kind of those new, fresh faces, kind of up and coming. I thought Clancy Brown was great. Like, because he's another one, like he's well known, but a lot of people don't recognize him. Like, he's known now kind of like from this generation of Mr. Krabs. But if you show anyone a picture of him, no one's going to know who he is. So I did like that he was in it. I liked Connie Brighton because, again, she's known, but she's not like a big name, I would say, like not a household name. So I think that worked out well to have kind of that level of actors in those roles as the parents, not as the leads. So I think there was a lot of good going for that movie.
Yeah.
But again, there was also some bad that drug it down quite hard too.
Yeah, I agree. I got a few, but because we're on the topic and I know we all have movies that we love from the past, what are some that you think or that you want to see a reboot, remake, however you want to describe it, or a prequel, requel, whatever? What franchise or movie do you want to see? Or would you say, okay, you get to pick the next one that gets done and you're choosing this movie right now to get done? What would you choose?
My number one is forever Darkness Falls.
Is that the Tooth Fairy movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the short that it's based on is gnarly. The original design, like Todd McFarlane did like an action figure of the original design. It's fucking terrifying looking.
Yeah.
The movie has that like nostalgic factor because I grew up with it, but it's not a good movie at all. And it's another one that is brought down by its terrible CGI. So I would love a new, fresh, reboot, remake, whatever of Darkness Falls with practical effects, because it has the potential to be fucking nightmare inducing.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that. There's another one too. I was trying to think. I can't think of, like, I have like my two go-tos.
Yeah.
Darkness Falls is always number one. There's another one. I can't think of it right now. But I would throw Lights Out in there too.
Oh yeah.
The short for Lights Out is super simple but super effective, and the movie has its moments, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's scary. I think it's annoying. And I would love to see a legit, like, scary Lights Out.
Yeah, I thought Lights Out was scary. I don't like the dark in general, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have to have lights on when I sleep. I have to, I've always been that way. I don't like the unknown of the dark around me. So that movie fucked with me for that specific reason. It, like, the scene when the light is flashing from the outside and it's hitting her thing, and then it's like the fucking feet, and then it's gone, and fuck that. Like, it shit out of me.
It has its moment. Like, it has its moments. There are good scenes, but as a whole, once all is revealed, and like just as a whole, I'm like,
yeah,
what is this? Like, it's those scenes do not, or like the movie does not live up to those particular scenes.
Yeah.
That way.
Oh, let me get this picture if I can show it. I showed it before. I don't know if you guys saw it. Is this what you're talking about, Ian?
Is that the McFarlane figure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually terrifying.
Yeah. It's so fucking gnarly. It's so good.
I don't know what happened, because like you said, when they were filming, they had that to go with. And then all of a sudden, like, I want to watch Darkness Falls. I heard, like, it's actually pretty decent. But, like, to go from that to what they actually done to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what actually happened? It's kind of like perfect example of The Thing, the prequel. Shot it all with practical effects. Then they just wanted to put CGI all over it.
Yeah, fuck the studio for that. That's another one I'll defend forever, because people still, first of all, people call that a remake. It's not a fucking remake. It's a prequel.
Yeah.
And the movie itself is fantastic. Like, it's such a good prequel. It's a fucking great story that leads up literally to John Carpenter's movie. But the studio fucked it up. And like, they did all that shit practically. Like, I hope that there's a cut somewhere that has all those practical effects before the studio fucked it up, because I want to see that.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Because that completely ruined that movie. But like the movie itself, like what all the work that they put in that movie is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, 100%.
What movie else did? Oh, sorry, Coobs.
I'll say mine after you. You go ahead.
And what other movie did you say? Because I was trying to find that image real quick.
Lights Out.
Lights Out. Oh, I need to watch. Is that the one that we were talking about? This David F. Sandberg one?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
I
think so.
My pick. I'm gonna pick this because I think this franchise needs a good movie, not attached to this fucking name.
Oh God, here we go.
I already know it.
And I'm going with Jeepers Creepers.
I knew it.
I think the Creeper is good. I'm not going to even mention his name. I don't need him to be attached to it all. I think we can get a good Creeper story with good practical effects, not what we got with wherever
Reborn.
the fuck that was.
Reborn. The movie screamed the whole time.
I'm so torn on that, because that was my logic for a long time too. Because I do, like, I love those first two movies forever. And then once all that came out, like, I can't. I just there's a point where I can separate the art from the artist. Jeepers Creepers is far past that point, and my issue now with it is that there's so much of his behavior ingrained in that character that even to make a movie that he has nothing to do with, if using that character, I just see him, because that's literally a movie he wrote about his actions and his, like, it's just all ingrained in there. And I don't know. I see the creeper now, and I'm just like, I'm creeped out in a different way than like the enjoyable horror creeped out. Like I can't separate the two anymore.
I can especially see what you talk about, especially that first movie, especially when the creeper going after Derry and his whole regimen towards that, and even the bus scene of the Jeepers Creepers 2.
I'd say 2 is much more ingrained than 1.
100%.
Especially, I'm gonna say the scene. I want to see if you two agree with it. The scene when he appears down from the bus and he licks the window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of key. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying with that. So, actually, let's scrap the Jeepers Creepers thing real quick. Come back with me to me with one, because I got some, but it's like, how good is it going to be?
I got a few, and I know Ian will know these ones. You may have heard of them, Dakota, but the first one I'm going to go with Chopping Mall. I want an up-to-date Chopping Mall. We have so many options right now for Chopping Mall to be updated and rebooted up for right now. Like, just that movie's so fun and just so out of bound. Like, it's just it's silly. It's a silly movie. It's fun. And I think there's so much they could do with the AI shit we got going on now. And just, I think that would be fantastic.
I'm gonna take that and raise you one. It doesn't even have to be updated. Give me the Chopping Mall from the poster.
Oh,
because the robots in Chopping Mall are completely different.
Yeah,
from
they are.
The hand that we get on the poster.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that poster right there.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, I dig that.
I would take like a straight up just 80s, like give me a straight up 80s style with whatever's attached to that hand.
Yeah.
Wait, are they redoing Chopping Mall though? That's what I heard.
They've been like rumoring and talking about it. The next two I got. One, it's already been somewhat confirmed, but Phantasm. It's one of my favorite things ever. So I'll let that one go. That one I've been championing for a while. But these next two, Ian, I think you'll love one of these picks, maybe both.
All right.
But I want them to reboot, and I don't know how you would do it. I don't know if it's a movie that can be redone, but we need another one. Valentine from 2001.
Yes.
Is it 2001?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. That movie is so good, and just the Valentine's Day killer, the Cupid mask, like that fucking hot tub scene with what's her face is
Denise
one of my
Richards.
Yeah, Denise Richards is one of my favorites, and I think that movie is still solid. I don't know, I still love it. I think an up to date like Cupid killer would be cool in Valentine's Day. But the next one, and I had just watched this movie for the first time maybe a few months ago, and it's a Stephen King movie, Graveyard Shift.
Oh, hell yeah.
That fucking creature bat thing, I don't want to say anything because I don't see, but that creature thing was absolutely incredible at the end. And I was just like, what the fuck? I need this up to date with how, it's like the fuck it, you know what I mean? How they revamped that and made that more modern, and it's scary as shit. Make that with those creatures and the rats and like that I would love that so much.
100%.
Honestly, I think a lot of the Stephen Kings could use an update, like Thinner. That's another one of my favorites. And
I agree. There's some that there's few that don't, like Pet Cemetery. I don't think ever needs to be touched again.
I thought the one that they came out with, not the Bloodlines or anything, but like basically like the shot for shot with Lithgow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was pretty decent. I thought. It's been a while since I've seen it. I figured it's
completely turn on our entire subject matter. I hated it. It wasn't for me.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like that, it's not terrible. It has its moments,
Yeah.
but there's just a lot about it that I like. Just changing the kids getting like who gets run over. And there's just moments that I didn't do it for me. But then to follow it up then with Bloodlines, like I don't know. Obviously, like, if someone's going to remake it, do it, whatever. But me personally, I'm like, give me the Pet Sematary 1 and 2, and I'm good. But yeah, there's a lot of those that like the kind of mini series or directed DVD, directed cable, adaptations. It's probably a little too similar, but I just thought of it. I absolutely love Rose Red, the miniseries.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's great, but it's a TV miniseries from like I want to say like 96.
Yeah.
Rose Red, but there's so many creepy moments in that, but it is like it has the TV effects and shit like that.
Yeah.
I would love to see Mike Flanagan do that one. And it is very much in the wheelhouse of Hill House and the other ones the other few he's done as far as haunted houses. But I think he would nail that and keep the the creepy factor. Because I think it still holds up as far as the story and those moments, but it's also very dated in effects and acting and everything else. Yeah. But I would love to see that.
And you mentioned it earlier, Killer Clowns. I mean, we need one of those, hands down, Killer Clowns.
It's so odd to me that like they've had this resurgence in like the past, I don't know, 5 or so years, where like if they're never going to make one again, like cool. Like we have Killer Clowns. I love that movie, but it's weird to me that they're like doing all this kind of marketing of like animatronics and costumes and props and like a lot of it's in like Spirit Halloween, and then we got like the video game, and then Halloween Horror Nights. Like I know that they kind of go back and they'll put a Freddy house in, they'll do a Jason house, but a lot like that's still like we've gotten more modern movies of those compared to Killer Clowns that we haven't gotten since the 80s. So it's weird. It's an odd choice to me that we're still like, there's still this push of like Killer Clowns, but there's no new material.
Yeah.
Like, so if we're going to keep pushing Killer Clowns, like let's get something new that we can enjoy.
100% agree.
Okay.
No,
you can go because I got 3 in mind.
Ooh.
This isn't necessarily, you know what? No, I don't think I'd want it remade. It's funny because I was just talking about this particular series of films out there, and it's just such a classic from my childhood. And I would want to see if there could be a way it could be done for the future kids, but I don't think there could ever be. And there is a horror movie, quote unquote, with this franchise. But I think like a new Ernest, like a new Ernest movie set, because Ernest Scared Stupid is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that type of and not that these are remakeable, but like the Abbott and Costellos and those type of films that the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein and The Mummy and all those, that type of comedy, I think. Because I was rewatching the Three Stooges of all things the other night, and my 5-year-old was like, "What is this?" It's like it's the Three Stooges, and he fucking starts, smacking Larry in the head and poking Moe in the eye and like all this stuff, and she was just kind of like giggling and stuff, but she didn't like it didn't catch her because obviously it's black and white and it's old. I think like those type of comedy things could have some sort of resurgence in there. That goofiness, and Ernest was one thing that I was just talking to my buddy at work about. Ernest Scared Stupid and Ernest Goes to Jail and all the other ones. Like, I think they could redo something along those lines as well for the newer age of kids.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible.
I don't know.
I don't know if we're in the right. I don't know of any actor who like could hop into those shoes right now.
I know.
Just like, I mean, there's plenty of great comedic actors, but like, I don't know, comedies come into this like almost like, how far can we push it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and
over the top, like we're kind of in that era that we've been stuck in for a while, and like we need someone. I don't know.
I wish we could go back to that early set of comedy that's just actually funny. You're not insulting anybody. You're not being, you're not being an ass to a certain group of people. You're not doing anything like that. You're just being funny.
Right.
And I think you're right 100%. We don't have that anymore. You know what I mean? It's just pushing the bar of who can offend who the most, or who could say the most outlandish, out-of-pocket stuff. But that's what I was thinking the other day, because rewatching Three Stooges on fucking Prime, going, this is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just fucking three knuckleheads hitting each other in the head and poking them in the eye. But they had whole skits around everything else that made the situational comedy even funnier.
Right.
And I feel like that, I don't know why that popped into my head, but that's the type of comedy that I miss.
Right. And I'm sure that, I'm not in the comedy world, so I'm sure that maybe there are some out there. The one that's closest I can think, and I'm not a fan of him, is Jack Black. He's the one that he is the kind of go-to, like Goosebumps and Jumanji, and where he kind of like, obviously he has his moments of like crude humor, and he has his Tenacious D, which I think is the best thing he's ever done. Like he can play in that park, but he also can be the kind of family comedy guy as well. But that's about it. So like we need someone else, and I don't know if there is a someone else right now.
That's very true.
Because it like I feel like Ernest is in the same wheelhouse as like a Pee Wee Herman.
Oh yeah.
Where like if they made another Pee Wee Herman, like who's gonna play Pee Wee? Like I can't think of anyone right now that would not to like make a fucking biopic about Pee Wee, but literally to play Pee Wee.
Yeah. Like, it's honestly they're not like they're one in a million type people.
Mm-hmm.
That comedy was just something special back then. And I didn't think about that as far as like the way that comedy has gone in the trajectory that it's going, and who knows when it's going to get back to the slapstick just being
100%. Like I would love to see it. I think it needs to happen. I mean, Evil Dead's fucking so ingrained in the Three Stooges. Like, so like there's things I love that came from that, and there's so many things from that era. Like Ernest, like I grew up on that. Like that was great. I just don't know if like right now is the time for that. Like we might need it.
Right.
I don't know if it's
maybe that's why I was
happened. I don't know if it would, have the effect that it should have.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is what I'm going to say before I go through my three reboots about just comedies. First of all, the comedies back then, if you look at the actors, they're not here anymore.
Yeah.
Jim Varney was Ernest. Like, I haven't seen any of them. Mom and Dad have. Like, Beverly Hillbillies. He plays, I think it's Judd Clampett in that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Really love his performances and all of that. But there's nobody else that kid can do what Jim Varney can. John Candy, Chris Farley is two other examples.
Yeah,
like you can't redo that. And if you look at comedies now, this is why I feel like they're shoving legacy sequels and sequels down your throat. Think of these past couple years. Happy Gilmore 2. They're making another Falkers movie that's coming out this Thanksgiving season.
It looks terrible.
They just announced Grown Ups 3. And it's like, for example, August 7th. Like, I'm going to watch it because I haven't seen any of them, so I'm going to go through all of them. Super Troopers.
Their first one's fantastic. Second one, Third one looks great. So
that's the thing. Oh, sorry about what you were going to say.
No, I just said I'm excited for the third one.
It's either they're pushing legacy sequels. And I feel like these, like Adam Sandler or David Spade, like they were good when they were younger, but it's like now, or even like Kevin James, but it's like now when they're getting older, that comedy is just not hitting anymore. And like, for example, like 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. Great comedies. Yeah. I'm just hoping that when they do this new one, it can land like the same way those first two did. And if it don't, it's like, then that's the point of like, what should we do with comedies? Because it's not just the same anymore. Because I feel like film now is going towards like more serious, kind of like what we talk about with all these non-horror movies or even to horror movies. It feels like more people want to see horror, like bleak, hopeless, depressed and shit more than a comedy now, because it's just way better in like filmmaking, like storytelling, of like sharing like what you need to in a movie to get across to the people. That's what I think. But the 3 reboots I got. One is Maximum Overdrive. I want a legitimate remake that's not directed by Stephen King. I think like he wrote the book, he done all of it, like it's his baby, but I want a director that knows what he's doing, get some really good money, don't do CGI. I love the one thing about was that it's practical in the original movie. Do that. If I do 4, I could do this. A lot of the Carpenters can get remade. Blumhouse was attached to do it, but I don't know if I want Blumhouse to do it, and that's Christine. They got bring the Plymouth back. You can't do the like a 1980s Chevelle. Like you can't do that. You can't modernize it. I think you need the Plymouth. I think you need what Christine is. Another, which they have said about a TV series, which I would love a movie, but they gotta do a practical because it was so good, and that's Ginger Snaps. That movie was ahead of its time, especially with like the social climate we're in right now. It kind of showed what that was before even like we got into the time we are in now. And if you drop that movie in like a remake right now, one people will really like it, and it will probably take them back to the original movie, which the original movie is really great. There was another one that I had in my mind though, but speaking of another one, Carrie, we're getting the TV series from Mike Flanagan, which I'm excited for because, like you said, Flanagan we trust, like The Exorcist. Flanagan's doing it also. Like I want to see what he does with it, but it's just like what can we? I want reboots and stuff that are good and like live on with the legacy and everything, not just like let's throw something out to get a whole bunch of cash money for it all. Like a perfect example, like it has CGI, but I really like Fright Night. It's a really good movie. Anthony Ocean's good in it. Colin Farrell, yes, that's when I really saw like who Colin Farrell. That's like I think that's my first role I saw him in. Is that movie, and it's so damn good. And I gonna give one right now. And me and Ian do have discourse on this movie because I did steal it from his list back in November. And I'm going with Dead End. I think Dead End, they kind of are going to do it probably with It Ends. But let's have a movie around that just now.
Yeah.
I love that. I was thinking Frailty, but Frailty is like a one and done. And Bill Paxton just done just so really good with that movie. I know Luca's supposed to do it. He's attached to it, and he's supposed to do the book edition of it, of American Psycho. But are they going to actually do that, though? That's the only issue.
I'm here for that. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
And I
especially
love the Christian Bale one.
Yeah.
Have you read the book for it?
I do. I just picked it up somewhat recently, but no, it's a very tedious read that I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not jumped into it yet, but I do need to do that.
Yeah. I want more like. Sorry to jump in there, Dakota.
You're good.
I want more like late 80s, early 90s creature features to be redone, but in a practical way, like the Pumpkinheads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give us a Pumpkinhead with fucking a practical monster. You know what I mean? Because that movie, it's so good, but I still think it's severely underrated.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Just the magnitude of that monster's scary as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the actual being that it is practical and is fucking huge. Like, it's great. Even, I know they were floating the idea around, but like a Tremors. I would love the Tremors to come back. The first two were fantastic, and then they kind of just went off and, started going in Ice Age and all this other stuff. But that time frame of like mid 90s, late 80s to mid 90s, when the creature features were more prevalent, I would like more of those style of movies, whether they're remade or what. But I think the top of that list would be a Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. I love Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. And just,
to be honest with you, I was going to say this real quick. I thought of this watching this several times, even though it's not connected. Dark Harvest. Who is the creature in that?
Fucking
Sawtooth Jack. It
Jack?
reminds me of Pumpkinhead so much.
I mean, because he has a pumpkin for a head, yeah.
But it's not lankiness, like the tiny, skinny,
Yeah.
tall stature. Just reminds me of that.
Oh, real quick, we didn't talk about this in the news. I'm sorry that that it just popped into my head. I don't think it's out in the public yet, but Ian, the other mommy trailer is fucking terrifying.
That's what I hear.
Holy shit. So I'm hoping they put that out. And it reminds me, and speaking of like remakes and stuff, it reminds me of Coraline, like a live action Coraline type.
The title reminds me of that, so it's funny.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. The trailer made me jump. It got me good. And I was like, holy shit. And so like it feels like a live action Coraline. And Jessica Chastain's like mannerisms and shit, creepy as shit. And Coraline scares me as a grown ass man. Like
I love it.
That movie is terrifying to me, but it's good.
100%.
Button eyes and everything. Give me heebie-jeebies. But dude, yeah, and it reminded me of stuff like that, and I know it's based off of a book and stuff, but I swear it's just a fucking live adaptation of Coraline, man.
I'm stoked to see it. Yeah, because I've heard it looks good.
I got 4 more movies, but
Damn.
Coraline is my sister-in-law's favorite movie. She really likes that, so I'm going to have to tell her about that movie. But I think you guys will like these 4 other picks I got.
What do you got?
They already announced it, but The Howling. Practical effects, I need it. I love The Howling. Joe Dante,
Mhm.
Dee Wallace, great werewolf movie. Blumhouse is attached to this. I don't know if we're gonna get anywhere with it. My Bloody Valentine. I know Ian has said the
good.
2009 remake is good,
Mhm.
and there were supposed to be sequels to the original and the '09 remake, but it just seemed like they never got off the ground with it.
Honestly, I'm not opposed to it. Like I love both of the movies. I also love the fact, I know Hard Eyes is going to fuck it up, but I love the fact that there's never been a sequel to a Valentine's Day slasher.
Yeah.
So that that is a cool little thing. But yeah, I think they were going to make another remake of it, right? Blumhouse. Yeah. So, I mean, whatever. I don't have much hope in Blumhouse, but it's another movie I'll see because I love that character. So be interested to see what they're going to do with it.
Did you have something else?
Nope. That's it.
Other Mommy is also going to be a Blumhouse movie, by the way.
Great.
But the two, you have said this before, Ian. You guys want Margot Robbie to be the Kung Fu instructor for it? I'm going with pieces.
Fucking face. I don't think you can remake that.
I don't think so, man.
Like if someone's up to the challenge to give me a legit remake of Pieces, I'm here for it. I just think there's just so much in that movie that is just so, I don't know. There's nothing works together how it should, but it works perfectly for what it is. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if someone's up to the challenge, man, go for it.
I said, fuck it, we remake it. we're all just going to get together. We're going to remake Pieces.
Oh, yeah.
We just need the budget now.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing out there, we need the money. We will remake Pieces for the general audience. And another giallo, and it's a Dario Argento movie. I think Phenomena should get a remake.
I mean, I'd be down. I'm down for really anything to some degree.
Because we already got Suspiria remade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a solid movie. I still prefer the original. Just because I'm not sure why the remake is an hour longer. But there's a lot of really good shit in that movie. And I mean, just like going through Argento's movies the past 3 days, they're great, but they're very, they're movies that I can't just sit down and watch. Like I'm never in the mood usually just to sit down and watch an Argento movie. Like I have to be in a very specific headspace for that. So I would love to see more people kind of tackle those and give kind of fresh takes to them.
Yeah.
Because just through running through a few kind of back to back, like they're very much, they're giallos, but they're very much the same format, the same structure. It's not all kind of excitement. It's not all, I'm not going to say it's boring by any means, but I have to really focus. Like I have to kind of work a little harder to stay entertained throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that everyone needs to be remade with an extra hour in there, but I'm not opposed to remaking some of those for sure.
I was going to ask, is Demons gory? Like, is it brutal?
Yes.
Okay, I got you right now. Demons needs to be remade, but with Sebastian Vanacek attached to it. Without the CGI, just the practical effects.
I mean, again,
and make it French.
I mean, the moral of this whole episode is what happens. So I wouldn't
down for everything.
Yeah. So like, whatever's announced is again, what happens. Personally, I wouldn't like Demons is not at the top of my list of like what I need remade just because I have so much love for that movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. But again, like we've said, a remake does not make the original go away. So I don't know if I would choose Vanacek or Demons. I don't know who I would choose. But I feel like it's a little like recency bias of like anything gory or fucked up, go with Vanacek. I think there's probably better directors that could do better with Demons, but I don't know who. I can't list any off the top of my head right now.
What about Ragnar?
Ragnar can remake anything he wants. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I would say like just from like 2013, I'd say Fede. If he has complete control, like don't give me a Aliens version of Demons, but I think I would go with him over Vanacek right now.
What would you think about like an Alexander Aja or a Luca Guadagnino, or
I'd be down. I like Aja's work for the most part. Like I like his directing, but there's a lot of things he's attached to that I'm like, Like there's a lot of I don't know. It gets into that weird like producing role of like it's. I don't know. Like there's those directors that like start producing and then it becomes an Aja Presents or a Eli Roth Presents, and I feel like their kind of filmography gets muddled because their names are attached to these things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not so much. I feel like Eli Roth produces better things than he makes, so that's kind of the exception to the rule. But there's a lot of things Aja produces. A lot. Sam Raimi's another good example. He produces a lot of movies. Not a lot of them are great.
Right.
But his name's attached, so it's like it gets a little muddled. But I feel like Aja as a director, from everything I can remember right now, I'm a big fan. So yeah, I'd be interested. Yeah. I would go more like Hills Have Eyes Aja opposed to like Crawl Aja though. Yeah, I love Crawl, but I want Hills Have Eyes energy for. That's one of the best remakes ever, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. You also have fucking High Tension. I know a lot of people don't like it when the twist happens, but that shit,
brutality and
I enjoy High Tension even with the twist in there. I still
watch that. It's
like, do I know what the twist really means? No, but it's different, and it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Okay, can I explain it? No, but sometimes I feel like you don't have to explain it to like it. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
It is is one that the twist does kind of drop it for me. But everything leading up to that I love.
Oh, the freaking dresser. The dresser. Oh, yeah, God damn.
Because because I'm looking at his producer credits, right? You got, of course, he directed Crawl, but then you got Piranha. 2012.
3D? I fucking love Piranha.
Yeah.
He produced Maniac.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Horns.
I love Horns.
Daniel Radcliffe.
You're going to prove me wrong and just list off bangers, aren't you?
Never Let Go.
Never Let Go.
The one Halle Berry. Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched that.
That was decent.
P2.
I love P2.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Have you ever heard of Oxygen?
I'm breathing it right now, brother. Sorry. You left it open.
As far as the movie, I'd have to look it up. Doesn't ring a bell.
Then the only one I see left, like main-wise, no, there's a couple. The Other Side of the Door.
Like the short
by Johann Roberts.
Okay.
Johannes Roberts.
Yeah.
This looks fucking brutal. Not gonna lie. Oh shit, I might have to watch that. The Pyramid.
Oh, okay. I think I remember seeing that.
That's about it though.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know he directed Mirrors.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Mirror
that
Flips,
fucking,
dude.
that
That's also
scene.
where, see that movies like that are the movies I want remade because that's a remake that nobody knows is a remake, and that's the shit that they should be focusing on. Remake is the fucking the movies that have great ideas that didn't blow up, that aren't well known, that could use a bigger budget, a better storytelling.
Well, just like what's the other one? Shutter. Did you the one with the picture?
Yeah,
and the thing.
The
I know
American
that's a
remake.
well, the American remake, but that has such a good premise. It needed a better direction. Kind of like what Ian said. If
oh yeah, the American remake's terrible.
yeah, but it has such a cool premise, and like when you get to the climax and you see what's happening, you're like, oh shit, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
They just needed a different execution for the American remake.
Like I'm looking through Ajo's filmography right now. Like you said, Horns is a remake. Piranha's a remake.
Orange is a remake. Orange is an
Piranha's a
adaptation.
remake. Oh, it's an adaptation. So
Mhm.
Piranha's remake. The Hills of Ice is a remake.
Mhm.
He's doing Under Paris 2, which we're going to see about that. But there was one movie I just started off. It left my mind. I'm like, we were talking about remakes and everything.
There's so many that we can talk about.
It was literally just right there in my head. Now it's just gone. It was a good one too.
Apparently Ajo was a bad example for producing, but
we
still stands with insert name here.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it still stands. It's still a legitimate take. But yeah, I think we've kind of got the point across that we are in favor of remakes, and it doesn't take away from the original. And the more horror stories that are told, the better.
Agreed. Horror remakes good. Any other genre remakes bad.
The only thing I will say. Oh, go ahead.
Perfect example of bad American remake. I heard really good. I think it's Japan original. One missed call.
There are that's the only time where I'm like opposed to remakes for the most part. There's very few instances where America remakes a foreign film and it's superior to that film.
Yeah, very few.
Like The Ring and The Grudge are solid. I don't think they compare to the originals. Like I said, Mirrors is a remake of a foreign film. I don't remember what country. So there are those instances, but yeah, when you get like One Missed Call, Shutter, Dark Water, like we had that span of like 10 years where it was just like remake after remake of like Japanese horror and international horror that was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
It just depends.
That's the caveat. Don't remake a foreign film.
Especially Extremity, like Inside, fucking Martyr, like
Martyrs.
None of that can be. I won't say it can't be replicated because I'm sure there's filmmakers that could do remakes of those justice. They're just not here in the States.
And my two biggest worries, you talk about foreign films being remade, and we got two in production right now. Audition. And then, of course, we talked about Terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least Damien Rugna's attached to Terrified. At least he's like there.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, I'll check out anything. I'll give it a shot, but just from experience, the track record is not the best when it comes to remakes of international films, but
yeah. Any last words, closing remarks?
I miss Dylan.
I know.
Yeah, I think it was Dylan. No, to be honest with you, I could go another like 24 hours just talking about like everything that could be remade. There's so much stuff that could get remakes and like just bad adaptations that I think that should get remade do good movies and not remake it all like Jaws. Don't remake that shit.
I think Rob Zombie needs to remake Jaws.
100%.
Oh,
I'm Marley on that. I think there's a ton of like movie adaptations of books, obviously, like all the Stephen King and countless others. I think now that Splatterpunk's becoming kind of a bigger thing, we need film adaptations of Splatterpunk books.
Okay. Yes. Off the top of your head, which ones you want first?
Made a Monster. No, I would love. I would love anything Rob does. I would love to see come a film, not only because I love the material, but for Rob.
Yeah, amazing.
But I would. I don't know. Like, it's such an odd. Not odd, but it would be such a controversial thing for Splatterpunk to become movies. But I think there's definitely, obviously, those of us who would enjoy them. Playground, I would love to see.
Yep.
Dark Side of Hell would be. It's my favorite Splatterpunk book. I would love to see that. But it's one of those, like, it would have to be watered down.
Yeah.
Unless they would go the full, Terrifier route of unrated and all that. But even still, like, for it to be a successful, movie to a general audience, it'd have to be watered down. I feel like Playground could be, in most regards. Like, they could at least get it to an R rating without losing the core brutality.
Yeah, because in all actuality, I think that one just took everybody by storm with what the subject matter was.
Mm-hmm.
The book itself is not as brutal as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
With all the fucking people calling for bans and all this other shit. Right. You know what I mean? I think Aaron's newest book, Horsefly, would be fucking awesome.
I still need to read that.
It's just a big, giant, mutating fly just fucking people up in the woods. It's awesome. Like, but there's nothing like that. You know who also, I don't know if you've read any of Harrison Phillips' books, but he's an author out of the UK, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But we're kind of getting something like that with Buddy, the unicorn one. Yeah. But he's got a series called Cuddle Buddies, and he's just writing the sequel, and it's about the animatronics going after the fucking kids on the TV show and everything like that. He's got one that is about called The Sticks, and it's about backwoods hillbillies, think of like Wrong Turn, but like 37 times more fucked up. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. There's a lot of stories that could be made into these type of movies, but yeah, it's like you got to go all the way because it's just.
I think we're getting there with, like, obviously with Terrifier that pushed a lot of limits and obviously has been very well received. The fact that there's art merch anywhere you look, is wild, but I love it. I think with Ice Cream Man, how well that's received will be a kind of turning point one way or the other. Because if that's well received with the subject matter and kids getting brutalized and brutalizing others, if it does well, I think that would be a great stepping stone to getting a Playground movie.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you there.
The only thing that's holding that back, like I said, there's a few things in there that would probably not make it into the movie. But the only thing that's holding that back is the fact that it's kids that are that are getting fucking annihilated. So in that, obviously it's a touchy subject, but again, it's a movie, it's fictional.
Yeah.
And I think Ice Cream Man is kind of pushing that limit. So we'll see.
And yeah, they're doing the full non-rated into over
Mhm.
2,000 fucking theaters. So, I mean, it's gonna be, Terrifier kind of started the. I'm not saying started, but they kind of are the ones that hit the home run with that
Right.
strategy. You know what I mean? And yeah, I know Eli Roth is a hit or miss with people as far as like as a person and
Right.
as a filmmaker, but this particular one, I'm interested to see where it kind of how it kind of goes. I've stayed away
Mhm.
from really the marketing and stuff like that, but it's funny that kind of like what you said with Playground, it's touchy subject matter, but then the actual story and the reasoning behind it is so much more in depth and so much more. Um, it's so much more of an approachable aspect of the story about why she's doing this and
Right.
like the social commentary within it of class and everything like that. Like there's a story there, but it's just because it's kids, like you said, getting brutalized.
Yeah.
And trust me, I understand. Don't think I'm some kind of weirdo that doesn't see the visuals. I mean, I remember when I posted my fucking review of that, people were trying to come for me as a fucking human being, and I'm just like, it's a story,
Yeah.
it's fiction, but also listen to what I'm saying about the story itself and the levels of detail and reasoning behind the story being told.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, could you imagine Made a Monster? That's fucking holy shit.
Yeah. That would be a hard sell, but
So far, I think just the tip might be an easier movie to do.
it might be, yeah.
You know, God damn. I'm just picturing like, oh,
No
man.
squirrels were harmed in the filming of this movie.
No squirrels, dude. Yeah, so good. There's so many options, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah. You guys want to wrap it up right here?
Yeah, I got an episode to upload. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, all of our links will be in the show notes. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. We appreciate you guys being here on the pivot on the pivot episode, because it was not going this way, but I think it was fun. I had a great time talking everything. If you're on Spotify, Apple, hit that 5-star review. We'd much appreciate it. And like I said, we love you guys always joining us here, and just thank you again. We love you. Be a good person. Watch some scary movies, and we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
bye-bye.